Alright, hello everybody, welcome to the stream, welcome. I'm not Discuros, your cowboy assassin from Cyberpunk Futures, also singer is at your service, and we are here, and we are back for some more Punishing Gray Raven. But yeah, how's everyone doing today? Hope you're all doing well, because we are here, and we are back for some more PGR. But yeah, hope you're all doing well today. Hi Celestial, hi, welcome. But yeah, let's go, let's dive in. Let us dive in. Come on, loot, please. But yeah, how's your afternoon? How are you doing today, Celestial? Hope you're doing well.
A bird finally.
But yeah, we are here and we are back. But yeah, super exciting stuff. But yeah, I'm super happy to be back. But yeah. Today we're going to be doing some more story, but first, we're here to do a couple things, actually. Before we dive into the story, we're here to check out some new stuff that recently released a few days ago. So, yeah. We're here to check out a couple things. So, yeah, first things first, let us check out in the new units that, Oh, nice. Fair enough, Celestial. Yeah, fair enough. But, yeah. That's good that today is gonna be a chill day for you, Celestial. But, yeah. Today we're gonna be checking out this new unit that dropped today, which is Lilith. Oh, and she also has a full voice comic. Oh shit, okay. Huh, alright. Damn, alright, let's go. But yeah, let's learn how she plays. Let's see how she plays.
At your service, Honorable Commandant.
Well, damn, okay. Ah, yes, her. Ah, yes, there it is. Huh, the first time I've heard her English voice, alright. Alright, tap blue returning combo during process, tap blue again cause chassis. He represents signal energy, alright. Well, okay then. Type signature cast nighttime encounter cost. Raise a gamble getting blue yellow orbs. Alright. Tab signature.
Go all in or fold.
Enter crazy gamble, you draw 5 whole cards, and yellow orbs replaced in engage. Alright. Here's a ping yellow orbs to gain red orbs here. Okay. Ping red orb or 3 ping. Okay. Enhance card rank and gain signature energy. Alright. But yeah, it's good that... But yeah, I hope you are able to finish all your projects, Celestial, over the summer.
You're the lucky customer. You lost the bet.
Oh, damn. Alright. Signature again casts Dreamfall Showdown and deal damage based on card rank. Alright.
Come on, Commandant. Watch them drown in their desires.
Yeah, well, for real. Okay, damn. Damn. Oh, yeah. Okay, cast nighttime into creating gamma blue orb. Yellow orbs. Alright. 3 yellow orbs, press and hold basic attack to enhance night. Cast Night Embrace. Alright. Okay, press and hold. Okay, it automatically pings yellows. Alright. Okay. Let's have signature. Okay, yeah.
Come on, Commandant. Watch them drown in their desires.
Okay, then. Yeah, she definitely seems interesting for real,
Let's see how big the winner's pot is. Honorable Commandant.
Yeah, definitely interesting. Yeah, okay, sure. combat process. Alright, her rotation. Yeah, definitely an interesting character.
At your service. Honorable Commandant.
Yep, alright, yeah. Been through that before.
It's up to you.
Sig.
Go all
Yep.
in or fold.
Okay, tapping blue or hips red orb, okay. So yellow,
You're the
yellow,
lucky
red,
customer.
yellow.
You
Okay.
look that. Come on,
Yep.
Commandant.
Okay,
Let them
so
drown in their desire.
basically yellow, red, yellow, red, yellow, red. Okay. So basically alternating, okay.
Let's see
Huh.
how big the winner's pot is. Honorable Commandant.
And for electro, you basically hold. Okay. Effect practice, alright. Definitely look, the voice is definitely interesting. I will
At
say
your
that.
service. Honorable Commandant.
The voice is definitely interesting. Alright, tap blue orb. Okay, cool. Boom. Alright, signature,
It's
yep.
up to you. Go all in or fold.
Alright, yes, okay, suppress and hold. Okay, suppress and hold is to get the electric current. Alright. Bay yellow consume knife, Dreamfall Showdown. Okay, yeah. Max electric charge, casting Dreamfall Showdown will activate like Stone Flash. Alright.
Come on, Commandant. Watch them drown in their desires.
Okay then. Okay then. Damn, alright.
Let's see how big the winner's pot is. Honorable Commandant.
Well, okay then. That was certainly something. Also, it seems like some couple... Okay, seems like new coding as well. Resplendent debut, okay. Oh, this is for Q, okay. Ice version, alright.
Face the combined will of Kowloon.
Okay,
This is your
Don't know how I
last
feel
chance.
about it, about the skin.
Kowloon shall live forever.
Okay, the effects are nice. Okay, yeah, the effects are nice. Alright.
Your futile
Yeah, the
struggle
effects are
is
nice.
pitiful.
I like the effects.
This is your last. Follow me into the frozen depths of eternity. Follow me in an icy embrace. All lives shall fade. Their voices
Okay,
hushed,
huh.
in stillness slain.
Okay, interesting. So it's
Follow
more
me
ancient
into the
Chinese
frozen
influenced,
depths of
alright.
eternity. This is your last chance. Your futile struggle. Follow me into the frozen depths of eternity. This is your last chance.
Huh, alright.
All paths end as one. Together, we shall witness Kowloon's future.
Oh, that ending splash screen is nice. Ooh, the ending. Ooh, the exit animation was nice. Okay. That's nice. Okay. Oh yeah, Circuit Connect, yep. Yeah, I'm glad you agree, Celestial. But, yeah. I think with that said, enough lollygagging. Yeah, I'm glad you agree, Celestial. But yeah, I think with that said, enough lollygagging. I think it's time we do some pulls. Because apparently this is the only way we can get her. So yeah. Let's do some pulls for Lilith. Boom. First temple. Please. Please, 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 please. Okay. Oh, that's an interesting... Oh, that's an interesting summon animation. Okay. Huh. Interesting summon animation. Boom. Please. 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 Oh. Oh. Oh, I saw it. Okay, please. 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 Hey, we got her. Let's go.
Fingers. After all, every decision on a poker table happens in a split second. Yours, Honorable Commandant. Aren't quite there yet.
Yeah, I definitely did. Hey, let's go. Alright, now her weapon is... Now it's just her weapon. Cool. Boom, please! Please! God damn it. Nothing? Really? Damn it. Oh yeah, that. Okay, I guess we, Alright, let's just burn a couple. See if I get any from singles. Alright, nothing. Alright, whatever. Rip. Oh, thank you. I'll take that. Is there any other... Oh, no. No, don't need that. 625. 625. Yep. Yep. Oh, Space Eden. Nah. Nah. Alright, yeah. I guess with that said, that's all we got. So, yeah. Let us, continue on with the story. Which is called... There we go. Choose the Galaxies. Let's continue with this story. Let's go. Let us continue reading. Blended Worlds. Alright, let's go. Xavier's Magic Workshop. The mechanoids line up obediently, waiting to be checked by Xavier, while Nanami hums a tune nearby as she plasters a new frame with all sorts of random stickers. Alright. All done, everything's working fine. Next time we'll probably get a new electron beam cannon. Hey there, the star. Didn't see you there. Are you sure you didn't want the new laser visor? It's Xavier's latest special model. Laser visor? Oh, come on, don't be mad. It's fine if you don't want it. Look, it's just a tiny bit of corruption residue. Nothing quick cleanup won't fix. And, Crevantes, I see you're hurt. That's perfect. I've been wanting to modify your weapon system for ages. I'm not hurt. I'm here to see Sage. Like a ghost, the silver-haired mechanoid stands at the back of the line. Of course. Crevantes, you're back! Yes, Sage. I headed back to the Church of Machina right after hearing from Arcana. How are things out there now? Not good. Let's try this again. Let's try reading the story again. Blended Worlds. Alright, let's see. Let me just skip. Da-da-da. Yeah, thanks, Celestial. I'm back. Yeah, I'm back, Celestial. Yeah. I have no idea what happened. For some weird reason, my computer just completely shut down. And just, yeah. I have no idea what happened. So, yeah. We are here, we're back. Thank you, Celestial. We're here, we're back. But, yeah. So let's try to continue. But yeah. No idea what happened. Yeah, fair enough, Celestial, but I don't think it was an update for real. Yeah, I don't know. My computer didn't shut down for an update, that's for sure. It just shut down for a weird reason. Maybe too much load, possibly? I don't know. I'm currently keeping track. Yeah, currently keeping track of the of my computer's you know, or at least my CPU's current stats, at least, and at least keeping an eye on the temperature of it, at least. Just in case of thermal throttling, maybe. But yeah, let's keep on going. How are things out there now? Not good. Alright, yeah. So yeah, Gravantes. Going to see Nanami. You're back. Yes, Sage Arcana. How are things out there now? Not good. We haven't figured out the composition of the Red Tide, and I saw streams of them corrupting every piece of land they touched on my way here. Alright, let's continue reading. Oh, that's terrible news, but things aren't different down south. Saw the same red muck everywhere I went. The Red Tide this time is different from how it was before, in that it actively devours everything around it. Ugh. The workshop door creaks softly as Hikema and Arcana enter. Hikema, how are the humans doing? They're temporarily housed on the other side of the church. The mechanoids don't have clearance to approach them. According to the humans, the mutated Red Tide has almost completely taken over the other outer ruins. Looks like this place isn't safe anymore either. All the mechanoids' gazes converge on Nanami. If it's not safe here, we might as well find someone else to stay for now. I spent some time near the ARU before. The concentration of the punishing virus there isn't very high. Hey, let's just move the entire Church of Machina. You sure that's possible? Nanami's eyes sparkle with excitement as she clenches her fist and hops off the table. Arcana told me you've got all the Starship modification materials ready. How's that coming along? Huh. Of course, all good to go. I can take over Schultz's role in reconstructing the Great Tower's program with Gravantes and Hikema's help. That should do it. Let's take the Church of Machina with us. Alright, time for Xavier to shine. Following Nanami's command, all the mechanoids spring into action and file out of the workshop. Alright, damn, alright. After a prolonged period of... Okay, let's go. Ooh, this art. Okay. Okay, this art. Oh, wait. Oh, this is from Hikema's chapter, I'm pretty sure. Because Gear is still here. Okay. After a prolonged period of... Yeah, agreed. It looks very nice, Celestial. After a prolonged period of fighting and devastation from the virus, the awakened machines have gradually received revelations from Sage. Slowly they gather together, acting in secret on Earth as a Church of Machina. Sage Machina will return to the Church, guiding us away from this broken Earth to the end of stars. Sage Machina will obtain the key to the punishing virus and enter the door it opens. Alright. Back then, the mechanoids used an abandoned starship as a foundation and gradually built upon it. Until it became the Church of Machina today. Damn. Under Xavier's direction, the core structure of the Church of Machina is methodically transformed into a flying fortress. Oh, damn, alright. The mutated Red Tide appears to have ceased its active invasions. According to the data collected around the Church of Machina, they've become significantly less aggressive lately. Our brethren have witnessed a humanoid girl rising from within the red tide. Well... Sage? I'm listening. Nanami hunches over her terminal as she types away. Nanami? Only when she hears the displeasure in Arcana's voice does Nanami lift her head from behind her notebook, her pen between her teeth. Ooh, this background art is nice too. Ooh, that's nice. It looks like the moon, almost, honestly. Kinda looks like the moon. Seeing how distracted Nanami clearly is, Arcana decides to put away the data report altogether. It's about those humans, isn't it? The situation on Earth grows more dire by the day, Sage. Humans wage endless wars and seize resources without restraint. Sooner or later, they will come into conflict with mechanoids. Keeping these humans here isn't a wise decision. When the starship construction began, Nanami told the human refugees at the church that they would help those who wished to leave to contact the nearest conservation area. Those who wanted to stay could remain and help with the construction. Some humans, fearful of the mechanoids, chose to leave, while others decided to stay. In a world like this, life will be the same no matter where they went. They didn't want to risk another arduous journey to yet another safe zone. Oh, damn. Sorry. But yeah, fair enough. Honestly, fair though. I get it. I was just thinking about ways to make life more comfortable for humans aboard the starship. Aw. Nanami stares at the screen with a distant look in her eyes. Why do you insist on treating humans this way? A common enemy can unite former foes for a while, but we can't expect an alliance like this to last forever. That's not true, Arcana. Struck by an idea, Nanami quickly jots something down in her notebook. Aw. Are you sure all of this will stop disasters from hitting us? Don't keep asking questions like that, Arcana. You can ask me the same question as many times as you want. My answer will be always be the same. Aw. Hey, I'm just gonna leave this barrel right here. Aw, Trailblazer. Be careful with that. Premium hydraulic oil is hard to come by. Who cares about your... Hey, watch out! Get back! I'm sorry. What's wrong now, Laser? Didn't Sage just tell you the other day to be nice to humans? Be nice when they've already taken a quarter of our people's living space and are clearly looking to grab even more? Watching those filthy rags, making campfires. Campfires! What's the point of having something that can burn you around? Hey, humans need that to survive, right? Why should I care? All that water trickling everywhere has already made so many of our little ones rust. I'm sorry, you didn't mean to. Easter is testy. Trailblazer ignores her and quickly walks away, dragging a cart of materials. Ah, forget it. This isn't going anywhere. Hey, human over there. Could you help deliver this cart to the star? She's inside the church, reinforcing the interior partitions. No problem. Leave it to me. Aw. Inside the church, the star and Aya are working on several semi-awakened machines to move some partition panels. Okay. Hello, the star. Xavier asked me to bring these over. Oh, okay, alright. Can you leave them over there? The star, I was just thinking. A Menegabot crashes in from the side, aggressively forcing the star and the hooded girl apart. Damn. Aya, don't be rude. Sorry, Aya didn't mean it. It's okay, Sorry, I'm kind of allergic to humans. What? Excuse me, is this distance okay? Can I help you? Can you take me to see your leader? It's about some recent tensions between humans and mechanoids. They all chose to help me to help them get in touch with your leader. Our leader? Oh, you mean Sage, right? Well, then you probably have to keep a good distance from me. Aw. Give me a considerably safe distance. Star Olive sniffles and pitter-patters up to the cabin upstairs. Or knock, knock, knock. Come in! Sage! Having clearly exhausted all of her courage in guiding the human girl here, the star with tears in her eyes scurries behind Nanami for protection. Aww. I apologize for the intrusion, but I was hoping to meet the owner of the starship. Strictly speaking, I'm not the owner, but what can I help you with? I'm here to apologize. Apologize for what? I mean, you understand that as humans, you might be causing mechanoids to feel uncomfortable in many ways. For instance, some water droplets from rheology fell onto passing mechanoids just the other day, and their joints started to rust without immediate maintenance. I did urge the others to leave the starship when they needed to use water, but I'm sure there are more issues than meets the eye. Some people don't even treat Aya as their equal. They just wear Aya around without so much as a thank you. I'm sorry, but many of them still don't understand what mechanoids really are. Do allow me to apologize to Aya on their behalf. The human girl bows deeply to the small mechanoid. We escaped from the conservation area closest to the mutated red tide. Most of us are elderly and children. All the able-bodied adults have left. There's left just a few of us to take care of them. After some minor conflicts, our leader gathered all the able-bodied adults and claimed that they couldn't coexist with these strange-looking mechanoids. They left this place and they left all the injured, elderly, and children behind too. We'll try not to be too much trouble, but the elderly and the kids, they can't endure any more hardship. Aw. She turns around and bows deeply to Nanami once again. Thank you for taking us in. I came here to apologize. If there's anything we can help with, please let me know and I'll make the arrangements. Oh, at least they're good humans. Hey, we're totally cool. Nanami honestly can't expect things to turn out this way. Honestly didn't expect things to turn out this way. Aw, that's nice of Nanami. Mechanoids and humans are different by nature. It would have been strange had they gotten along right off the bat. If you have any concerns later on, you can come meet me or Hikema. Oh look, there she is, Hikema! A hooded female mechanoid quietly enters from behind the door. Thank you! The human girl has been tense all this time, finally breathes a sigh of relief. Oh, so this is for you, from Casey. The human girl reaches into her pocket and takes out a small gleaming stone, apparently having gone through intense polishing. Casey? Casey is the little girl you helped before. She wanted to give you her star. Spent a long time polishing it just to make it right. Aww. Whoa, please do thank her for me. Nanami happily accepts a small but precious gift. Aww. I'll take my leave then. My name is Berna, and please feel free to come to me if you need anything. Berna bows to Nanami one more last time before leaving the room. See, that's why. Ah, so she was lurking. You can ask me why I treat humanity this way as many times as you want, but my answer will always be the same. Nanami was born from love, so it only makes sense to me to give that love back to humanity. I don't understand complicated philosophies. Nanami's way of thinking is simple. I'll be kind to those who are kind to me. Aw, that's a nice way of thinking. Humans have warred with humans, and mechanoids will have conflicts with mechanoids. Does that mean we should eliminate those who might disagree with us just because conflicts might arise in the future? It's the same now. Nanami won't stop helping humans just because there might be wars in the future. And Nanami won't give up on the hope we have now just because disasters might come later. Nanami will lead the mechanoid brethren through this catastrophe. And Nanami won't give up on saving Commander or finding a new singularity. The central screen breathes the room with soft ethereal glow as Nanami presses the final key. Aw. All done. Finishing reconstructing the Great Tower's core system. Oh, and I took the liberty of cleaning out those backdoor shelves left behind. You're welcome. Aw. She casually picks up the starship's blueprints and resumes the scribbling of notes and sketches. Aww. Amidst a bustling commotion, the starship gradually takes shape. Though minor friction between humans and mechanoids persists, everything seems to be going in a positive direction. Outside the starship, Xavier directs a group of humans and mechanoids as they work together to raise a set of pillars. Pillars. By the window sits Nanami, wearing an unusually dejected expression on her face. Oh? Sage Nanami? Is that the emotional fluctuations in Nanami's readings? Alright. I'm feeling a little upset. You never wanted to leave Earth, but now... Why did you start overseeing the starship's construction, and why are you now installing space-weathered materials to it? Oh. With her smile quietly disappearing, Nanami now looks obviously dejected. Nanami never wanted to build a starship, and Nanami never wanted to lead our people away from Earth. But... Oh, the art. Oh, that's nice. Oh, and you can see... Oh, that's nice art. Oh, and you can see the other characters as well. Trailblazer and Spooner. Her finger traces lightly across the porthole. Outside, Xavier gestures enthusiastically as he directs to work with Spooner, who has finally returned to help with the starship's construction. Ah, it is Spooner. The mutated red tide has bred a new will, the goal rising from the red tide. I believe you mentioned her before. Cradle, if my memory serves me correctly. No, not her. This one. I can't even be sure if it's really something born out of the red tide. I first saw her near the Hetero Tower. I suspect she might have escaped from there, but when I looked into the future, I tried to focus my predictions around Commandant, but I couldn't see anything more. Never have I seen this will. I've never encountered her. Countless absurd features intertwine, mocking her powerlessness. Something must have happened to Commandant, but Nanami doesn't know how to help Commandant. Starfarer's frame was almost completely wrecked. She went through the bizarre tower again and again, but never found traces of the commandant. Upon turning to the Church of Machina, she saw that mutated red tide had nearly submerged all the surrounding land. With no choice left, she decided to modify the starship, hoping to at least evacuate everyone from this dangerous place. Gravity grows stronger as the countdown keeps ticking away. Nanami doesn't want to leave Earth, but what else can Nanami do? She furrows her brow in confusion. Unable to calculate an answer, Haikama quietly places her hand on Nanami's shoulder. Aww. What if we eliminate that will within the red tide? You've set out many times to chase the red tide. Have you found that whale? No, not yet. She always seems to be in a daze and just move with the ebb and flow of the mutated red tide. Sometimes she vanishes without a trace, and sometimes she unconsciously follows the mutated red tide as it invades the conservation areas around. According to the previous analysis, the red tide devours humans and mechanoids for sustenance. Would your actions be interpreted by that will as declaration of war against her? I'm worried about your safety. Damn. There's nothing to worry about, Haikima. Nanami nimbly hops off the window and lands before Haikima. That is when Haikima notices that Nanami seems to have grown a few centimeters taller. There is a momentary pause in Haikima's programming. Aww. She knows well that all of this happened gradually through frame iterations. She even witnessed Nanami's frame modifications in their entirety, but she still cannot shake the strange feeling. Aww. When did Nanami grow so tall? Ah, Nanami 30 years. Nanami is invincible! Don't worry, don't be afraid of what's happening. The mechanoids will be fine, and so will the humans. The night will clear away everything that stands in the way. The dragon will be defeated, and everything that belongs to us will eventually come back to us. Nanami might not know what to do now, but Nanami is not a kid anymore. I know I'll definitely be able to figure something out. Aw. She awkwardly pats Haikima on the shoulder. This is meant to be a comforting gesture. Thanks to Xavier's long-term secret modifications to the Church of Machina's internal systems, starting up the starship takes less time than previously thought. Hey, I love the interaction between Haikima and Nanami, man. Hey, humans, step back. These materials are corrosive. Humans can't touch them. Let me handle this. Damn, alright. Oh, is that so? I missed this morning's safety briefing. Thanks for looking out for me. Without refusing the humans' gratitude, Trailblazer hoists up the materials from the ground and strides away with a swagger. Hey, Trailblazer, you're stepping on Aya. Oh, shit. What you doing here? Oh, Xavier's calling me. I'll just drop these materials off with him and I'll be right back. Oh, no, this is Aya's favorite part, and Xavier's too busy to help these days. Aw. May I help? Huh? Wait, what? What? I've been teaching myself some mechanical maintenance lately. Maybe I could give it a try. With lingering doubt, the star takes a few steps back. She watches as Burner pulls tools from her pocket and begins tinkering away. Aw. It's actually fixed? As long as I is happy. Thank you, Berna. Don't mention it. If you need anything else, feel free to ask anytime. Aw. As the starship's reconstruction nears completion, Nanami makes several trips outside to rescue numerous mechanoids and wandering humans who are approaching their coordinates. People are perhaps drawn by the growing concentration of life forms nearby. The mutated red tide surges forth, gradually closing in on their position. Oh, damn. That ain't good. She frowns, sensing the flow of energy beyond the porthole. Concentration of punishing virus. Something feels off. Oh? Oh boy, that ain't great. The Crimson Girl slowly opens her eyes in a city the red tide has corrupted. Oh, chaos? Oh. Oh boy. That ain't good. Oh man, that was pretty good. I liked it. It's nice to catch up with Nanami a little bit as well. See what the Church of Machina is doing currently as well. Hey Fuzzy, welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. How you doing, Fuzzy? Hope you're doing well. As you can see, we're currently reading the story. And we also recently pulled for her. For this lady. Oh, damn. Bruh. But yeah. This is nice. But yeah, we're currently reading some story, Fuzzy. But yeah, thank you so much for joining the stream. I hope you're doing well, Fuzzy. But yeah. With that said, let us keep on trucking. Let's keep on trekking. Chaos. Let's go. So this is where have you been? Found you! Ooh, the music, okay. She's already devoured several nearby supply warehouses. Trailblazer has seen her before, but she's completely incapable of communication. No worries, leave it to nanami. Oh, gameplay? Magical girl transformation. Oh, that's cute. Oh, that's cute. The magical girl transformation. When Nanami is done adjusting her equipment, the tiny stars on her shield start shining brightly. The mutated red tide started changing near the hetero tower and spawned this weird creature. I'm sure she knows something about commanding. Nanami's eyes sparkle with burning determination. Command, wait for Nanami! Nanami is coming for you! She's a true knight, charging headlong into unknown dangers without ever looking back. Hey. In an abandoned city consumed by the red tide. Strange white ripples intermingle with crimson weaves, carrying a petite girl aloft. Her eyes are vacant as she stares straight ahead, like a soulless doll, acting only on instinct. Devour, absorb, then need more whispers from the red tide. Noctis. She has no idea what this name means nor what it represents. What is this? Oh damn. Ooh, gameplay time! Let's go! Gameplay time!
It's that person in the red tide, pale from head to toe. Hey, who are you?
Ooh, English dub. Alright.
Oh, something wrong with the parts?
Okay, wait. Controller. God damn it. Alright, let's try this again. Alright, let's go. Oh, we can see the FPS now. Nice.
Something is off about these hetero creatures. Huh? Where did she go? Ah, over there.
Hey, let's go.
Hey, stop right where you are. I've got some questions for you.
Oh, damn.
You tricked me? Damn it. You're not running away.
Hey. Okay, Shadow Illusion is nice.
Yeah. Take that. This is one big cave. Hey! These annoying baddies again? I don't like you guys. Easy peasy! Nami's ultimate! Hey!
Alright.
The traces are gone. Huh, found ya. No running away this time. Where do you
Hey,
think you're
nice.
going? Now, tell me if you're from the Hetero Tower or else.
Hey, alright. Ah, God, you've got nowhere left to run. Under Nanami's relentless assault, the doll-like girl is driven to the farthest corner. Ooh, the music, okay. Strange colors flicker through her hollow eyes as conflicting emotions cross her face. Did he come from the Hetero Tower? Hetero Tower, not this. So you do know Commandant's name. Looking fierce, she brandishes her long sword menacingly. How's Commandant doing? Spill it now. Not just curious, Hetero Tower, leave. Oh God, the music, man. Oh shit. Multiple consciousness seem to be wrestling for control of the body, leaving chaos in a state of confusion. Damn. It's the punishing virus. After several shifts in consciousness, the pale girl slowly raises her head to face the mechanoid. Noctis left the Hetero Tower. Time flows chaotically within the Hetero Tower. It's unclear when exactly Noctis left. What do you mean? It could be tomorrow, or 100 years from now, or even 1,000 years ahead. No one knows exactly when Noctis is going to appear. What's going on with the mutated red tide? The punishing virus. Fusion. Hetero Tower is going haywire. Recycle information civilization. Yeah, agreed. Fuzzy. The design of chaos is pretty cool as well. Agreed. Fuzzy, agreed. The look on the girl's face becomes empty once again as she forces out broken fragments of words. It's too late. Crimson tears slowly stream down her face. Get out! Get out! Chaos slowly melts away, her form dissolving into streams of red and white that flow into the surging tide. But we're out of time! Nanami starts blinking blankly where chaos vanished. Time seems to be flying, the countdown ticking forward relentlessly. Each second marked by crystal clear ticks of the clock. Commandant! Commandant. Oh, damn. Her frame moves at full speed as she races back to the starship, dialing the terminal number she knows by heart. Commandant. As always, the terminal returns nothing but a disconnection signal. Aw. Commandant, where exactly are you? Aw. How in the world am I supposed to find you when I don't know which time or space you're in? When I don't even have any coordinates to work with? Aw. She stubbornly dials the terminal number once more, but to no avail once again. Nanami stares at the silent terminal in confusion. They left the Hetero Tower. How am I supposed to find you? It's the only thing I know. But given who I am, things are probably going to be okay, right? She clenches her fist, trying to cheer herself up, like before, but halfway through speaking to the terminal, she can't help but let out another sigh. Aw. It could be tomorrow, 100 years from now, or even 1,000 years ahead. What exactly am I supposed to do? I don't even know if I can live that long. Aw. Nanami is a mechanoid, so it should be possible as long as my frame is well maintained. She rubs her cheeks. Alright, I'm gonna do this. New mission objective. Live for the next 1,000 years. Oh boy. The terminal call has automatically disconnected, and the cold voicemail prompt indicates she can leave a message. Nanami rubs her cheeks again, her enthusiasm returning in full force. Aw. Commandant, where are you now? Nanami doesn't know how you're doing now or when you'll hear this message. Hear this message. If you get this message, just be good and stay right where you are. Nanami will try super hard to live until that far, far future. Or maybe I'll try to find a way to go to the distant past. In any case, as long as you're somewhere in this universe, Nanami will find you, Commandant. Oh, the music as well. Aww. Aw, that was nice. And the music as well, dude. Damn. But, yeah, that was a bittersweet ending, man. I liked it. But, yeah, I think with that said, I'll be back in a sec. I just need to do something real quick. Alrighty. Alrighty. I am back. But yeah, I'm back. Let's go. Yeah, I'm back. I'm back. But yeah, let us continue on with... Thank you, Celestial. Appreciate it. But yeah, let's continue on with this story. The story's been really decent so far. I liked it. Anchor. Anchor. Alright. My supplies. In the Church of Machina's hall, Xavier clutches his head in despair while Cravanti stands to the side, methodically counting their lost supplies. Fuel depleted. Engine propellant depleted. What? Insulation materials depleted. Fiber structures depleted. Composite materials depleted. Damn. Ah! My supplies, my materials, my resources, my starship. He clutches his head in agony. Eek, what's going on here? Nanami bounces down from upstairs and tilts her head at the chaotic scene in the hall. I'll fight the red tide to the death! Damn. Charge! Fight to the death! The mutated red tide has devoured several nearby warehouses where supplies were stored. Damn. Having screwed his head back onto his neck, Xavier looks utterly defeated. For real, fuzzy. Calculation complete. The warehouse corrupted by red tide contained mainly consumable supplies that Xavier had collected and stored for the starship. Damn. Rip. Yeah, agreed, Fuzzy. He looks pretty decent for real. Definitely looks pretty... Definitely is a nice looking Cravanti's for real, Fuzzy. A holographic inventory of lost supplies materializes in the center as Cravanti's projects it. If it's just fuel we need, maybe we could find it somewhere else. It's not just the consumable supplies. Actually, our biggest loss is the reactor. Why in the world would you hide the reactor in the outer ruins? I put it there because I was worried about accidents during the experiments. Who in their right mind would keep a reactor at home? How was I supposed to know that damn thing would burst in from exactly that way? The reactor situation sure is nerve-wracking. If my memory serves me correctly, Xavier and I salvaged that one from some abandoned research facility a long time ago. How much do we have left? Let's see. She skims through the list Cravanti's prepared. Oh, we don't even have enough fuel left to circle the Earth once. Let's go that with the amount of fuel left. There's no time for the starship will ever make it into space. Well, let's stick to the original plan and head to the Arctic Ground Union first. Aerospace City is located in the part of the Arctic Ground Union that's close to Kowloon. Alright, Aerospace City, that's where the magnetic acceleration track is. Yes, Sage. Aerospace City has magnetic acceleration track called the Bifrost that's powered by a cold fusion reactor. Furthermore, Aerospace City was responsible for launching the Dawn 3 spacecraft. It was also where Eden 1, the predecessor to Babylonia, was developed and technically validated. Who should be able to launch our starship if we go there. Yulia currently rules the city. Hunting once helped her drive out Schultz, so I believe there should be room for cooperation between the Church of Machina and Aerospace City. Ooh, a cold fusion reactor, now that's something! Xavier becomes excited once again. The idea of going to Aerospace City is unanimously approved. With ongoing modifications hastily wrapped up, the starship embarks on its one-way journey. Aww. With its engines roaring, the starship finally emerges from the cavern beneath the scorched earth and breaks to daylight. Optical camouflage system activated. Structural force field engaged. Engines running steady. Course cruise mode initialized. The massive starship glides low over the human ruins. As the thermal shields lower one by one over the portholes, Nanami, now standing by the window, peers through the gaps at the world outside. The countdown ticks away beside her as she feels the pull of destiny. She knows exactly what the future holds. The mechanoids remaining on Earth bring an even greater catastrophe upon human civilization. In that future, the soul-bearing mechanoid girl exiles herself to space, giving humanity its only chance of survival. I think you need no reminder, Nanami, but I'm you from the future. Giving up her freedom, she became a central AI that leads the spaceship and all the waking machines on a permanent journey through the infinite universe. Damn. Plot twist for real. Fuzzy. Everything is moving toward the future that fate has predetermined. The Graven Commandant enters the Hetero Tower, never returns, and the red tide engulfs everything. The only change is the mysterious girl who appears in the red tide. Except Nanami had no luck trying to find out the Graven Commandant's whereabouts from her. And Everwinter will descend next, and if the mechanoids are left unchecked on Earth. A torrent of steel from her memory once again submerges humanity's last strongholds. Damn. Does it really have to end like this? A tiny voice keeps echoing in her heart. Does she really have no other choice but to push that button that leads to fate and submit to an inevitable end? Does she really have no choice but to abandon Earth, forsake everything about humanity, and lead the mechanoids into exile among the stars? But what can she, in her current state, what can she possibly leave behind for this scarred planet? Nanami stares blankly at her own shadow, lost in thought. Oh, wow. Aw. Sage? Whoa, Haikama, I swear you never make a noise when you walk. You were just too focused, Sage. I was just going through stuff in my head. Mechanoids and humans can definitely get along well. Arcana is wrong. Nanami pouts, her enthusiasm visibly deflated. Did you have another argument with Arcana? I know she's just looking out for the mechanoids, but I still don't like the way she puts things. Always going on about how humans are the mechanoids' greatest enemies, and how humans will definitely start attacking mechanoids and stuff. I don't want to hear any of that. I'm here to bring you up to speed about the red tide. Haikama considers for a moment before steering the conversation in a different direction. Aww. As the starship continues northward, we found that most of the conservation areas we've encountered have been consumed by the mutated red tide. Have you come across any humans along the way? We've encountered several groups of migrating humans along the way. I headed toward the Arctic joint route. Star managed to get some information out of them without revealing ourselves. Babylonia has just joined forces with their forsaken Atticlex human forces that's continuing full-scale rescue operations for survivors on the ground. The Punisher virus on the mutated red tide keeps rising. They even seem unable to enter the areas corrupted by the red tide, which are their former conservation areas. To obtain samples for analysis, Spooner and I attempted to venture deep into the ruins the red tide had breached. Haikama gently lowers her voice and leans close to Nanami's ear. We rescued a group of semi-awakened machines and humans trapped in the ruins. Humans from ruins surrounded by the red tide? Yes, quite unbelievable, isn't it? They dug downward to create a temporary safe zone, but they were barely surviving with just a small filter unit and some serum. When we arrived, some were already severely infected, but they were still alive and in surprisingly good spirits. Spooner and I kept this form from Arcana. We're keeping them from the time being in the lowest level of the starship. These humans show no signs of aggression. Bam. Oh, damn. A tremendous clash echoes from the bottom of the starship, followed by the sound of chaotic footsteps. Oh boy. That ain't good. The corrupted, their eyes burning red, slowly creep toward the corner. Oh, corrupted. Why are these things here? That's where the mechanoids keep their supplies, no? Oh no, Star! Not good for real, Fuzzy. A tiny robot desperately cranks its speaker from maximum volume. Trying to draw the corrupted's attention. No, Aya, there are humans over there. Sage said to never do them any harm. She wipes away her tears and turns to run toward the nearby mezzanine. Hey, that was a dead end and... Damn it. What are you doing? The mechanoids took us in. We can't just turn our backs on them now. The mechanoid is good as dead if they get infected by the punching virus. I still have one serum, I can... Let me go, I can. Before she can finish her sentence, Burner rushes out. Watch out! Without hesitation, she opens fire at the corrupted. Bam. The outdated weapon proves ineffective against the corrupted. Oh shit. Ooh, the music! Enraged, it whirls around and charges at the humans. Whoa, why are these things here? Nanami's longsword precedes her voice. Nanami's shield guards the girl next to her precisely as her nimble swordplay forces the corrupted back step by step. You bad boy, now fall! The starship's floor panel opens, sending the corrupted plummeting into the void below. Phew, that was way too close. Thank goodness Nanami got out here in time. Yeah, I agree, the music is good for real, Fuzzy. The young girl collapses to the ground, completely drained. Thank you so much for all your... Star would have gotten infected if it weren't for you. Oh, don't mention it. That mechanoid suddenly burst out from over there. It didn't even have time to react. Over there. Trailblazer collected these supplies. Trailblazer's scanning equipment hasn't been updated, which is why it wasn't able to detect mechanoids with low infection levels. The corrupted managed to sneak in during that time. They didn't cause too much damage though, fortunately. Gee, Laser, that's super careless of you. We all would have been in serious trouble had the punching virus made it to the Grey Tower. After connecting the frame to the Grey Tower and thoroughly checking its interior systems, Nanami breathes a sigh of relief when nothing appears amiss. Looks like we'll need more and bigger weapons on the starship. Are you okay? Star, who showed no signs of fear drawing the corrupted away just now, comes running back while whimpering. She looks at Burner, who's still sitting where she fell. It's fine, we're just doing what we should. We'll lose our temporary home ourselves if the starship gets destroyed. Damn, alright. Gotta respect that. The massive starship glides low over the city that humans once called home. At some point, the mechanoids seem to have become less hostile toward the humans. Having gotten a piece of mind from Nanami, all the mechanoids, even Trailblazer, who speak on getting The humans out of the starship softened their stance. I'm such a dummy. Star wins this round. Huh? It's not because of the humans. Star is just that awesome. Not all humans are bad. Okay, I know. I'm not just saying all humans are good either. I know what you're getting at here. It's just humans don't seem all that bad after all. She steals a glance at Berna, who sits nearby, focused on her work. Hey human. How did you modify that weapon last time? Just made some minor adjustments, and my compatibility rating increased by 4.29%. I just noticed that you seem more comfortable with your left. A mechanical arm? So I adjusted the grip angle slightly. Comfortable? What does comfortable mean? It's like which mechanical arm do you use more often? The left one or the right one? Anyway, thanks. Damn. Is this what you wanted to see, Sage? Yes, indeed. Just as Nanami said, humans and mechanoids can always get along well. There weren't any humans on the starship I saw before. Gotta note this difference. Nanami hunches over her terminal to make a note. A little effort every day goes a long way. I'm sure I'm gonna change the world. Sage, why are you so fixated on change? Sage Machina will return to the church, guiding us away from this broken earth to the end of the stars. For mechanoids, wouldn't this be a more fitting end? But no one can deny that mechanical civilization grows from human civilization, Arcana. Nanami looks up, her youthful face looking unexpectedly calm. The fact that the punishing virus can infect mechanoids proves everything. We can run all we want, but that's not going to stop the punishing virus from showing up around us again, is it right? I've seen it all, Arcana. I can't tell you more, but it's not the destination we're meant to reach. Then why do you place all your hope in the Grey Raven Commandant? Though I'm aware of Commandant's exceptional qualities, but Commandant's still just an ordinary human. Commandant is different, Arcana. Commandant is bound by countless bonds that connect space-time and the universe itself, like an anchor point or perhaps a beacon? We're now looking at another possibility, precisely because Commandant exists. Plus, she turns her head, a mysterious smile playing on her lips. You're the most special human ever, Commandant. Nanami likes you. Aw. Shocked by a pleasant thought, Nanami hums a tune as she skips merrily back to her cabin. Abandoned by Earth, the girl sits quietly by the window as she speaks, occasionally stealing glances at the blue planet billions of light years away. Damn. Well, you still have a choice, Nanami. You can choose to not become me. Damn. Hey, Commandant. I figured a way to send video messages to your voicemail. I don't really have anything special to say, just... What are you up to right now, Commandant? Nanami did a special fortune telling today, and it says you'll definitely see this message. Aw. Oh, looks like the time's almost up. Let me say one last thing. Commandant, wait for Nanami. Aw. I know things are not exactly looking hopeful, but I'll try my best to save humanity however I can. Nanami. Aww. Oh, that was sweet. That was nice. Yeah, clap for real, Fuzzy. But yeah, with that said, let's keep going. With the flow. Gameplay node. as they journey north. The cold air begins to freeze on the starship's viewport. Fuel, antifreeze. We're running out of antifreeze too. The antifreeze we have left isn't enough to winterize all the mechanoids aboard the ship. The number of mechanoids aboard the starship keeps growing. The silent bestial mechanoid calculates the number of passengers aboard the starship. Well, you see, Sage simply can't ignore our kin who still have a chance at survival. The starship shudders slightly as its airlock opens. Nanami rushes in, dragging 2 humans with her. Hey, Spooner. Hi, Xavier. Clean up these 2 that I just fished out. We should still have some serum left to use. Spooner takes the unconscious humans and heads towards the back of the starship. Sage, how much further until we reach this aerospace city Cervantes mentioned? We're running low on fuel, and we're almost out of antifreeze and cold weather supplies for mechanoids. If we don't do something about it, a third of our mechanoids will have to enter hibernation mode. Don't worry, Bernard and the guys have modified the same Gray Tower branch process. There's an added protective casings around them. Now, even those without antifreeze can warm ourselves up around processors. Humans, they're interesting little ideas. The Star and the kids all love these makeshift heaters. Branch processors, the mainframe? Xavier seems to be lagging a bit. Yeah, you weren't just complaining about poor heat dissipation and poor processor performance issues earlier? But I installed two one-way fans on the outer layer. There they blow out as a weird smell, but it's still way better than if we have to go to the hibernation. In the middle of the conversation, Nanami suddenly presses her face against the transparent porthole. I think I'm seeing someone over there. The mutated red tide surges forward, sweeping up ruins and soil as it gradually closes in on field figures higher up. Wait, Sage, you haven't cleaned your frame yet. We'll deal with that when I get back. Aw. Oh damn, gameplay time! Let's go!
Nanami, watch out for the mutated red tide.
Hey, let's go. Boom, let's go.
Hey, hello? Get yourself together. Are you okay?
Help my squad, please. I told him to go first, but this place is swarming with monsters everywhere. My squad is right over there. I'll stick with you guys.
Don't worry, Nanami will find them.
Tactical circuit activated. Scanning. Nanami, there are traces left by humans over there.
Alright, footprint trail, let's go.
A damaged vehicle! There was a fight here. They were here. The footprints go that way. Hikma, let's go.
The red tide
Hey,
has
let's go.
infiltrated
Vroom.
this tunnel. The probability
Speed.
of collapse is 84.26%.
Uh-oh, something wrong with the parts? Yeah!
Nanami, watch out.
Hey, okay, let's go.
Let's hurry out of this tunnel. Come on! Yeah! Uh-oh, something wrong with the parts? Yeah!
Hey, let's go. Hey, alright, let's go. Pog.
Traces start splitting up here. Let's look around. They must be nearby.
No,
Oh,
no.
shit.
Captain! Captain!
How could this be? Something's off. I've never seen a red tide like this.
Well,
Punishing virus concentration is higher here. Proceed with caution.
Killy? Killy!
A newborn hetero creature? Hikma, keep them safe. I'll take care of this big guy.
oh shit, yo, okay.
Oh, something wrong with the parts? Thankfully, it hasn't fully
Hey, yeah,
matured
let's go.
yet. Are you all okay?
Yeah, agreed. It is very interesting, Fuzzy.
Thank you,
Top-down
guys.
combat.
Killy, hurry and contact Babylonia.
Not just yet. Let's make our way out of here first. I'm not up for another fight with that big guy.
The starship docking port is open and ready for evacuation.
Hey, let's go.
Wait. Fate? Nanami decides her own fate! Ha!
The starship's airlock bursts open and several battered constructs stumble in behind Nanami. Ain't working, can't reach them. What should I do? You're severely injured. You need to get yourself treated before you die. It's too late. The construct looks utterly desperate. Oh, wait, you're a construct too, aren't you? I think I've seen you before in Babylonia. Nanami doesn't remember you, but it did spend some time hanging out in Babylonia. Can you reach Babylonia? Like a drowning person grasping for his salvation, the construct desperately clutches at Nanami's arm. We have to reach Babylonia immediately. We gotta let them know that they can't keep spending more squads down here. The Hydro creatures expressing their punishing virus concentration disguise themselves as humans to lure rescue teams deeper into their trap. Oh shit, I didn't mean to skip that. Fuck. God damn it. My bad.
Hypa, over here! Here
Bruh. Yeah, for real. Fuzzy.
Nanami, watch out for the mutated
Real
red
Pepega
tide.
moment.
Hey! Uh-oh, something wrong with the parts? Hey! Yahoo! Yeah! Hey! Easy peasy! Hey, hello? Get yourself together. Are you okay?
Help my squad, please. I told him to go first, but this place is swarming with monsters. Everywhere. My squad is right over there. I'll stick with you guys.
Don't worry, Nanami will find them.
Tactical circuit activated. Scanning. Nanami, there are traces left by humans over there.
A damaged vehicle! There was a fight here. The red tide is still evolving.
Hey, welcome back, Celestial. And yeah, Nanami is pretty for real, Celestial. and I definitely did not botch
Footprints!
something.
They were here.
And so we have to redo it. Definitely did not botch something.
The footprints go that way. Hypma, let's go.
Yeah. Sure, yeah. Yeah, nothing happened.
The red
Vroom,
tide has
speed!
infiltrated this tunnel. The probability of collapse is 84.26%.
Oh, something wrong.
Unexpected incident occurred. Reanalyzing. Nanami, watch out.
Take that! Easy! Done yet. Let's hurry out of this tunnel. Come on! The traces start splitting up here. Let's look around. They must be nearby.
No, no, no. Captain! Captain!
How could this be? Something's off. I've never seen a red tide like this.
The punishing virus concentration is higher here. Proceed with caution.
Killy? Killy!
A newborn hetero creature? Hypma, keep them safe. I'll take care of this big guy. plan hadn't fully matured yet. Are you all okay?
Thank you, guys. Keely, hurry and contact Babylonia.
Not just yet. Let's make our way out of here first. I'm not up for another fight with that big guy.
The starship docking port is open and ready for evacuation.
Wait. Fate? Nanami decides her own fate! Ha!
All right, here we go. Ba da 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 da. All right. Deliver constructs and oh damn. Okay, so that was it, huh? Oh, they lure people into their traps, huh? They can't send more squads down here? Alright. Oh. Disguises they lure them, rescuing these deeper into their trap. Oh, damn. Okay, so it's a trap. Oh, geez, that ain't great. That is not great. Not good at all. But yeah, let's keep going, I guess. Yeah, lakes for real. Yikes for real, Celestial. Alright, into the unknown. On the other end of the line, Celica has a deep furrow on her face. A trap? Yes, we detected life signals inside this conservation area. And we decided to proceed with the rescue operation since the threat level readings were very low. Except when we made it deeper, our reconnaissance specialist Jizzly didn't find any actual signs of human presence. Until we made our way into the deepest part of the conservation area. Oh shit. Masses of flesh-fused creatures lie embedded within these red tide crystals, and they are pulsing rhythmically like they were alive. There was a bird or some small animal at the center of each mass of flesh, and they were each letting out unbearable cries. We ultimately decided to retreat when we saw this, but at that exact moment, the punishing virus concentration shot up. Oh, damn. On the other side of the screen, Celica takes a visibly deep breath. Understood. Please stay in that area for now. We'll send someone to assist you right away. Also, please put Nanami on the line. Yes, the contract who guided you here. Beep, oh, it's Celica. Long time no see, Celica. Sitting in Xavier's magic workshop, Nanami casually applies gel to the wounds on her frame with a relaxed expression. It's been a while, Nanami. Babylonia is shifting its strategic approach to preserve what's left of humanity's civilization and prevent further losses. Plan to gather both residents and refugees from the conservation areas on Earth, and withdraw all patrol officers and staff stationed there. Just get to the point, Celica. I don't have much time. Damn. Since Babylonia hopes to maintain a good working relationship with the Church of Machina, this is merely a notification about Babylonia's strategic adjustments. Babylonia is planning to leave Earth, isn't it? Such is a naked truth that lies behind the diplomatic facade. Celica falls silent, caught off guard by Nanami's blunt question. 3648 days, 10 years, and Babylonia has lost over half its forces of arms with barely anything to show for it. The red tide surrounding the Hetero Tower has evolved into something that barely any construct soldier can withstand. But the constructs from the elite squads are still... Oh, so you know that they're from the elite squads, huh? How many elite squads are there for us to send to Earth? How many construct soldiers are we going to turn into specialized constructs? We already lost the Grey Riven Commander, for God's sake. I apologize for my outburst. It's just we really can't afford losses anymore. On the remote sensing display, the mutated red tide, laced with unidentified white substances, creeps across the Earth like blood vessels and coils around the very lands humanity once called home. Indeed, we can't afford any further losses. In that saturation mission, we deployed 35 construct squads, only 4 made it back, with nothing but a single sample of mutated red tide from the closest approach to the Hetero Tower. Damn. This is all we have to show for it, having made the sacrifices we have. But we did analyze the substance within the mutated red tide. At least now we know what kind of enemy we're facing. Has the Science Council finished their analysis? Yeah. According to Ishmael's findings, we cannot identify the components within the mutated red tide. It doesn't match any known substance found on Earth in the past, present, or projected future. Damn. A deathly silence falls over the conference room. What exactly are we up against? The commander turns around, his graying hair and bloodshot eyes betraying his exhaustion. It's time to draw our conclusions, President. Damn. At first, they thought this was just another disaster they could contain. Just like when the red tide first began to spread, or when the twins first took human form. Just like when the Hetero Tower rose from the ground, or when the dark bolt struck Babylonia. Damn. They've survived seemingly unsurvivable disasters and defeated seemingly undefeatable enemies. And this time, they were sure they would succeed like they always have. Almost everyone in Babylonia thought the same way, and they had even started preparing victory celebrations in advance. Yikes. Everyone was working at breakneck speed to get themselves ready for when you're back. I can't wait to see her in this new coating. Not just for Lucia, but for the commandant too. I can't wait to see all of Grey Riven standing together in the banquet hall. Babylonia deployed numerous squads of constructs to the ground in an attempt to reclaim the conservation areas. Most of them, however, returned empty-handed. To gather detailed information about the mutated red tide, Babylonia saturated the area around the Hetero Tower with multiple squad deployments. They all, however, failed. Ladies and gentlemen, I once believed we would succeed the way we did with every other miracle our civilization has achieved thus far. But this time, I'm sorry. President, we still have soldiers we can still fight. But even if we could reclaim the conservation areas, the CPF can no longer filter out the corrupted punishing virus, and the emergency serum from the Science Council has developed is barely effective. Asimov continues to work while ill, and several elderly professors from the Science Council have already collapsed from complete exhaustion. Even our elite squads have started taking casualties. No, that's impossible. Praying Mantis was completely wiped out during their escort mission, and our squad's captain is their sole survivor. Strikeox Kamui has gone missing during his mission to investigate the depths of the mutated red tide. Kamui went to search for him, but neither of them have returned yet. Oh damn. The area is completely submerged in mutated red tide. Even Wanchi, whose frame can barely withstand the corruption, has spent a long time searching the perimeter but found no way to break through. I'm sorry, but our current losses have pushed multiple indicators dangerously close to critical thresholds. I cannot let human civilization end here. They gave everything hoping to return to Earth. They lit up Earth one region at a time, striving to rebuild what was once the human civilization. Damn. Countless lives lie buried here, and countless new lives have awakened in its place. But this time, humanity's children may never return home again. They will be forced into exile and venture into the unknown depths of space. Damn. As emergency alarms blare, new developments emerge. The council members sit in silence for a moment before quietly dispersing. In the empty council chamber, Hassan stands transfixed by the blue planet floating in the center. All that we've done. Everything we've done, does it really amount to anything at all? No one answers his question. Damn. Indeed, Babylonia is preparing to leave Earth's orbit. She's not surprised by Babylonia's decision. Leaving Earth's orbit? What do you plan to do after that? We're going to contact as many people as we can. Babylonia is preparing to leave Earth's orbit. All surviving humans and constructs have the right to enter Babylonia and depart with us. The operation codename is Departure. If the Church of Machina is willing, Nanami won't be leaving with you. Nanami still has her own business to attend to. However, Nanami would like to make a deal with you since I don't dislike Babylonia. A deal? As the conversation turns to negotiations between the two parties, Celica strains her posture and forces herself to stay alert. The starship's blueprints and experimental data. Don't you already have a starship? The Church of Machina did not attempt to hide their activities on Earth from Babylonia. Babylonia detected the starship's presence right when it emerged from the void. But Babylonia currently lacks both the resources and the incentive to engage in diplomatic talks with this emerging power. That's right, but the Church of Machina's starship isn't quite complete. For now, it can only navigate Earth's surface. We need more data and design specifications to verify the starship's integrity and prevent any unnecessary complications once we venture into space. No one knows if there's another habitable planet out there, and no one knows if there's another habitable planet out there in space. Even mechanoids need to be thoroughly prepared for such a lengthy journey. In exchange, Nanami and the mechanoids of the Church of Machina can help you complete your mission. While the mutated red tide poses a severe threat to humans, we mechanoids remain unharmed as long as we avoid direct contact. The Church of Machina has a complete gear army at our disposal. While searching for our fellow mechanoids, we can help you locate more human survivors. Damn. Please allow us a moment to deliberate. As the communication cuts off briefly, Nanami sits at the table, her gaze wandering where Xavier is helping to maintain a construct. Whoa, these parts must be ancient. How are they still being used? We're all out of replacement parts. Babylonia's factories are operating around the clock, but parts are being consumed at a faster pace than they are made. I'm actually one of the lucky ones. I was at least able to find similar parts to modify and use. Not everyone is as lucky as I am, though. Carson lets out a sigh. Speaking of the devils. With that much wear and tear, one more shot and the recoil might just send your elbow flying. That's because the factory doesn't have replacement parts for my model anymore. Our captain took us all to search for parts back then. We spent forever searching, but only found 2 pieces that barely fit, and our captain personally filed them down to make them work. Captain. The 2 constructs fall silent. The captain never made it out of the mutated red tide. As Nanami listens to their conversation silently, her terminal chimes with a brief video call notification. We've concluded our deliberations. Bruh. Why was that such a hard word to pronounce? She rises from behind the conference table and gives Nanami a respectful nod. I, as the acting president of Babylonia, hereby approve this arrangement. Please transmit your coordinates. We will send representatives to your starship as soon as possible to sign the agreement. Yeah, words are indeed hard, Fuzzy. Words are indeed hard. No problem. Nanami will sync their coordinates to you right away. Acting President, what happened to Hassan? President Hassan is currently on medical leave. His continuous work schedule has left him completely exhausted. As per President Hassan's instructions before he fell into a coma, I'm temporarily serving as acting president. Rest assured, though, that all relevant matters will still be forwarded to President Hassan for review. Damn, alright. Babylonia's representatives arrived shortly after the meeting. After signing the agreement, they, as promised, deliver the starship's blueprints and test the data that the Church of Machina requested. Transports from Babylonia begin their busy runs between the Church of Machina starship and Babylonia. Thank goodness. These people from the treatment got the treatment they needed in time thanks to you all. Hey, Bridget! She's here! Don't mention it. I mean, this is part of our agreement. Emma, gather some people to escort them to our transports. Hey, Emma! Bluebird number 2 is almost at capacity. We need to deploy a large-scale transport craft. Oh, I've never seen this concept before. Hello there. Emma gives Nanami a quick nod before opening her terminal to request authorization for a large transport. She used to be quite the lady, you know. For some reason, she was dead set on becoming a construct. She's been stationed at the training camp these past few years. The camp's practically empty now. All cadets were forced to graduate early, and even the instructors were sent back to the front lines. And those kids from FOS are literally still kids. She watches worriedly as another wounded person is carried past her. Thank goodness we're in this together now. I mean, who knows how many of these kids would have survived otherwise? Any news about the others? You mean... What about Kowloon or Watanabe? Nanami hasn't been able to reach them since the mutated red tide began to spread. Celica has notified the Kowloon Chamber of Commerce, but only a small number of people in Kowloon are willing to evacuate to Babylonia. After the transport left with the evacuees, Kowloon's leader immediately reactivated their punching virus shield. We haven't been able to learn anything from him there since. As for the Forsaken, they lost quite a few people. Watanabe's deputy sent us their final coordinates, and it went to extract the survivors. Damn. Alright. Hurry, hop on the transport craft! The mutated red tide will reach this camp in 3 hours. Through the dust kicked up by the transport craft, dozens of exhausted humans and constructs stand waiting. How are there so few left? Weren't there supposed to be hundreds? The mutated red tide swept away the other 2 vehicles. Watanabe went after them with his team, but we don't know if they... Damn it! Get on transport 1 and prepare for takeoff. I'll wait there. It's too risky, Bridget. We don't have time. Get going already. Down. At her insistence, Transport 1 slowly lifts off, leaving Bridget alone in Transport 2's cockpit to wait anxiously. Concentration of punching virus in the air is gradually rising. The mutated red tide will reach this camp within an hour. Clouds of dust roll in from the horizon as a vehicle, stained with the mud of the red tide, lurches desperately this way. Bridget fires up the transport's engines and throttles the massive vessel forward like a street racer. Quick, get in! Yeah, they definitely need to get out of there for real, Celestial. The vehicle's door clangs open, revealing the driver to be a teenager, no more than 15 years old. Where's Watanabe? Boss is still in the red tide. He's the one who forced our vehicle through and got us out of there. We have 28 people here, 10 wounded and 18 children. Yeah, agreed. They only have an hour. Yeah, definitely. For real, Celestial. Definitely getting down to the wire, for real. He seems so calm that he does not seem like someone who just escaped the Red Tide at all. Boss was hoping Babylonia could take in these last survivors of Oasis. They are not forsaken, but residents of Oasis. They should not be forgotten again. Damn. After helping Bridget evacuate all the residents from Oasis into the transport craft, the child finally collapses from exhaustion. Damn. As the transport craft takes off, the mutated red tide surges forward like a monstrous tsunami, engulfing the last camp in Oasis. I guess there's nothing we can do but keep our fingers crossed and hope Watanabe will just come calling out of the red tide. Huh. Bridget forces out a laugh, but her eyes remain devoid of any mirth. None of this is good news. Namini really doesn't want to hear news like this. Well, I bet none of us does. Bridget, the last large transport craft has been cleared for deployment. It will arrive shortly. Okay, prepare to evacuate the injured. Thanks for your help once again, Nanami. I've heard a lot about you from the command, and while I never thought we'd get to know each other on this circumstance, I guess I do enjoy working with you. She waves casually before joining Emma to help evacuate the wounded. And so begins the first collaboration between Babylonia and the Church of Machina, born from these dire circumstances. Damn. Alright. Well, damn. Yeah, man, wow. Guess the ally made him making new allies, huh? Wow, for real. Things are now officially going down the drain. Officially now. Things are officially now going down the drain. Damn. Wow. Just damn. Yeah, it definitely is getting really serious, Celestial. Agreed. Definitely is. Yeah, we're done. Yeah, agreed. It really does feel like a turning point for real, Celestial. It definitely does feel like a turning point. Agreed. But yeah, let's keep going. Beyond the ruins. However, Nanami doesn't join this rescue operation. She walks Haikama through the 100 guidelines for human protection and trusts her with full authority over the rescue operation. Haikama, I'm leaving everything here to you and Spooner. If you need anything, just ask Xavier, and if he doesn't cooperate, Nanami will give him a good walloping when I'm back. Are you really going alone? I can go with you. But they need you more here, Haikama. You're the only in the Church of Machina who knows how to interact with humans properly. Don't worry, I'll be extra careful this time. All I need to do is find a facility with enough computing power and contact Mecca Babusha. Must you do this? Yeah, Nanami is a little scared. Is this really the future I saw in my simulations? All signs point to something similar from before, yet somehow everything feels completely different. Babylonia leaving Earth, that matches up. Some humans staying on Earth, that probably is a match too. The red tide's spreading, the heterozone's expanding. That kind of matches up too. Nanami furrows her brow. She checks off the items one by one. Babylonia is about to leave, and once it travels to beyond a certain distance, I won't be able to contact Babushka. Be it by running another simulation or asking Mecha Babushka directly, Nanami needs to know one answer. Does this world still point toward the future she once envisioned? Damn. Hikma does not stop Nanami. She has no reason to prevent this young girl, who people know as Sage Machina, from venturing alone to fight for Earth's last glimmer of hope. Alright. As the mutated red tide gradually devours the Earth's surface, the air temperature drops drastically. Without anyone noticing, a minor ice age has begun. I could definitely get in here before. Staying next to the ruins, Nanami connects with the wires together with a troubled look on her face. The mutated red tide has clearly infected the facility before her. No matter how she connects the power or rewires the circuits, this massive computer refuses to boot up again. This is the 4th location already. Upset, Nanami marks another X on the map and stares at it with a growing concern. Alright. The mutated red tide has overwhelmed almost all the facilities she's previously found capable of connecting to Gestalt. That city ahead is the last shot. Putting away the map projected from her terminal, Nanami brushes the snow off her clothes and trudges onward toward the ruins ahead. Alright. At the entrance of the ruined city stands an unexpected visitor. The pink-haired construct standing by the ruins greets Nanami with a familiar smile. I wonder who it is. Hello. We meet again. Nanami remembers you. I've seen you in Babylonia. Why are you still here when Babylonia is about to leave? To assist Babylonia with their search and rescue operations, of course. She adjusts her cloaks and turns her gaze toward the ruins ahead. Nanami doesn't care why you're here, as long as you don't try to stop me. I have no intention of stopping you, I'm just curious. Are you sure this is what you want to do? Are you sure you want to leave Earth? Do I have a choice? No, unfortunately, not at the moment at least. Then Nanami has no choice but to do this. Damn. Oh, the art. Oh, that's beautiful. Time is almost up. Ethereal numbers count down as they dance around her, gravity intensifying with each passing moment. The hands of time inch ever closer to the final destination. Yeah, agreed, Celestial. Agreed. Yeah, the depiction for real. Agreed, Celestial. Agreed. I don't know what happens when the gravity reaches its peak, and it's too big of a gamble trying to find out. Everyone seems to be asking how Nanami can how to fix all of this. But Nanami's not just facing the question of what to do. I mean, I don't even know what needs to be fixed at all. If only blowing up the Hetero Tower would solve everything, wouldn't that be nice? With a smile on her face, the pink-haired construct lets Nanami continue her self-directed complaints. I don't even know what needs to be fixed, let alone find a way out of this mess. I'm the Sage Machina. While I never asked for this title, I've have to lead them through this nonetheless. I can't just gamble the mechanoid's future just so it can stay on Earth, but as a friend to humans. As a friend of the Commandant. Oh, come on, Madame. Nanami just can't stand by and watch humanity vanish like this. I care about humans. I care about Commandant. I'd have no trouble staying on Earth if I were alone, but even if that meant certain death to me, I'd do anything to help humans and Commandant. But I can't make decisions for my mechanical brethren. Is that the wrong decision to make? It's not my place to define what's right or wrong. In fact, no one can give you the answer to this question. Are you beginning to doubt yourself? Nanami turns to face Ishmael. No, Nanami's just trying to think things through. Her thoughts drift to a distant future. Can the world as it is now truly lead to that future? The Mechano's path lies in space, sailing toward the endless universe, but humanity's path is it truly on Earth? Are you asking for my opinion? Sensing Nanami's gaze on her, Ishmael lowers her eyes. I know you don't talk much, but I really want to hear what you think. No future can ever stop tomorrow from coming. No matter how great our fears are, the sun will rise every day. The two well-worn smooth dice appear in Ishmael's palm. My thought exactly. That's why I'm just standing right here. She would leave Earth with the mechanoids. If that means that humanity would have a chance at surviving the catastrophe. If you've already made up your mind, why are you asking me if you made the wrong decision? Ishmael suddenly seems curious. You just seem so wise and all, so I thought maybe I could get some sage advice out of you. Nanami walks forward as she hums. Aw. Then what if I were to give you a negative answer? Nanami will hold off on your answer for now and make a judgment with Commandant when we meet. Well, that's just blind faith, no? How can you call it blind faith? You're making me angry here. I'm totally capable of making sound judgments. If Nanami makes a wrong judgment, Commandant will help Nanami. If Commandant needs help, of course Nanami will help Commandant too. Nanami and Commandant trust each other. I'm sure these things are going to be fine if Commandant and I work together. Well, you have my apologies. Ishmael lets out a wry chuckle. Do you have anything else to say? If not, I'll be on my way then. As for parting words, let this be my way of making amends for my thoughtless remarks earlier. A 20-sided die spins among Ishmael's fingers and lands on a different number each time it comes to rest. Perhaps this isn't a dead end after all. This world may be in slumber now, but perhaps one day it will awaken. I can't predict when the singularity will arrive, but I have a feeling they will find a way to change everything. Yeah, my thought exactly. Humans are always creating miracles, and so is Commandant. Commandant will definitely make it out of the header tower, but what is Nanami doing now to cause trouble for humans' Commandant? Yeah, 20... Fair. Fair, Celestial. Yeah, 20-sided die, for real. It's alright, Celestial, it's fine. D&D is fine, don't worry. But yeah, damn. That was a very, very, very much a big-sided die. Big die. Commander will definitely make it out of the header tower, but what Nanami doing now going to cause trouble for humans and Commandant? She's a failed time corrector. She once naively believed she could escape her predetermined future, but despite traversing countless simulated universes, she could never find the right thread to follow in the vast river of time. Even if she knew all the possibilities, even if she had tried to make the best choices, she never managed to change how things ended. How can one be certain that this is the one and only correct universe? To this question, I believe no one can provide an answer. I knew you'd say that. Exactly because no one can give an answer that I decided to visit Babushka again. What if just all can't provide an answer either? That's not something I need to worry about now. I'll sort that out later somewhere down the road. Nanami's response leaves Ishmael momentarily at a loss for words. She shakes her head with a smile and turns her gaze toward the ruins in the distance. I know things are not exactly looking hopeful, but I'll try my best to save humanity however I can. No matter what the cost, I'll help humanity put everything back on the right track. Having seeped through the ruins, the mutated red tide creeps up to nearby buildings and spreads into every corner within its reach. Oh, the art. Yo, that's nice. Oh, both of them looking into the ruined city. We'll get there somehow, right? Yeah, agreed. It is very pretty, Celestial. You don't need my answer. Of course, Nanami has already made up her mind. This mechanoid girl with a soul loves humanity and Earth so deeply. Nanami was born from humanity's love, and Nanami will give that love back to humanity. She repeats those words, seemingly trying to solidify her conviction. No matter what the cost, I'll help humanity put everything back on the right track. On the right track, huh? Perhaps the variable you're hoping for is already taking notice of your wish. Right? Oh, she's fourth wall break? Who are you talking to? Nothing. Was that supposed to be a fourth wall break? I think that was supposed to be a fourth wall break. Yeah, interesting for real, Celestial. Drawing their gaze back from the distance, Ishmael and Nanami walk side by side through the streets among the ruins. So, what's your plan? We'll visit Mecca Bubabashaka first, then take everyone to Aerospace City to figure out how to continue building the starship. I'll stay on Earth, though, if anything happens. If Command manages to break free, I'm sure we'll find a way to solve everything here. No one's got anything on Command, but Command is pushing themselves too hard. I've rushed into the Header Tower to rescue Command and Lucia, but that's not going to be easy, though. Yeah, my frame is falling apart, but I haven't found anything. I'm sure you've seen much more since you can see the Graven Commandant as a focal point. True, I've seen it. No matter how the river of time shifts, only Commandant stands unwavering with it and its flow. Commandant is this world's anchor point, its beginning and its ending. So that's what you saw. I suppose you are gifted indeed. Perhaps this isn't a dead end after all. The Tony-sided die begins to roll once more as Ishmael watches it with intense focus. But no one knows where that single thread leading to destiny truly lies. Is what I'm doing now and what I plan to do still not enough? Far from enough. Everything a lot of you are trying to do is like trying to find a needle in a haystack. Does that needle even exist? Sorry, I can't say for certain. Perhaps you'll become the future version of yourself somewhere down the road. I'll be here for you should you ever need me again then. The street comes to an end, and there on the other side of the ruined city, Nanami finally sees what she's been searching for. A research facility with massive computing power. Turning around, she finds that the pink-haired constructor has already vanished. Alright, we're charging straight ahead. Let's go, Nanami. Aw. Hey, let's go. But yeah, damn, that's super interesting with Ishmael too showing up. Alright, that's super interesting. Alright. Yep, and away we go for real, Celestial. For real. Alright, yeah. Well, yeah, let's keep going. Spider silk. Let's go. With Nanami's final touch, power flows through the facility, bringing its systems back to life. Nanami lets out a long breath, hesitates for a moment, then speaks tentatively. Hi there, Mecha Babushaka. You've come. The one named Nanami. I've calculated the probability of your return. Having gone through all that she has, Nanami now feels at ease hearing this familiar voice. Since you already knew that I'd come, Mecha Babushaka, can you give me the answers I've been looking for? Incorrect assumption. I merely calculated based on previous data that there was high probability you would return here to connect with me. Your specific purpose remains unknown. Have you decided to take the lead, to lead the Mechanoids down the path of awakened machines? Nope, I'm sure you know what's going on out there, Mecha Babushaka. Came with more data and variables. Let's start with a new simulation. Nanami wants to see how these data points and variables will reshape the world. I'm sorry, Nanami. Gestalt is dedicating all resources to Babyloni's project departure. Their remaining computing power is insufficient to initiate another real-time simulation. Oh no. Excessive simulations hold no value in problem solving. When a problem has infinite solutions, it effectively has none at all. How am I supposed to figure out the answers to my questions then? The wicked machines are the answer to Earth's catastrophe. Humans only have a 0.02 chance to survive the punishing disaster. The wicked machines are the only answer to punishing. There's no time left, Nanami. Damn. That's not true, Mecha Babushaka. I remember that time clearly, that time when you first asked me to come here. Humans only have a 0.031 chance to survive the punishing disaster. Awakened machines are the only answer to punishing. The decimal points are changing. Oh, 0.041% higher. Silence filled the space for a moment. We are both mechanical consciousnesses. You know the probability of these numbers. To give you the answer, I'll allocate some spare computing power to run a simple simulation for you. These numbers will show you exactly what will become of human civilization. I didn't know we could do that. That's amazing. After a brief notification ping, a virtual screen materializes before Nanami. Please input your known variables. Nanami, mutated, red tide, chaos, and mechanoid staying on Earth. Install 5,475 days later. Babylonian initiates project departure with mechanoids remaining within Aerospace City. 11. 680 days later. Humans and mechanoids wage war over limited resources. 12,775. Chaos disappears. The mutated red tide assaults human settlements as frost wave descends. 13,870 later. A new red tide consciousness emerges, and the last human falls to the red tide. 14,601. Mutated red tide engulfs Earth completely. Damn it, this can't be possible. Alright, let's try another one. Let's go with the status quo. Mechanoids embark on a space journey while humans remain on Earth. Starting simulation. 860 mechanoids complete starship construction and depart from Earth. It's 12,775. Chaos disappears. The mutated red tide launches its counterattack. 13,500 days later. Ground falls into an ever-winter as frost wave overwhelms multiple human settlements. 14,600 day. The mutated red tide engulfs Earth completely. Snow and the crimson white pattern of the red tide blanket the planet's surface. This can't be right. Gestalt's calculations are never wrong. Let's give it another try, Mecha Babushaka. Let's go with the status quo. Humans and mechanoids leave Earth together. Starting simulation. Project departure. Mechanoids complete their starship construction and depart from Earth. The data. Oh. There are Babylonian countries mechanized in space, the punishing. Mecha Babishaka, what's going on? Corrupted code spread across the Gestalt's deduction data. Time span too extensive. Unable to provide detailed calculation process. The punishing virus will never catch up to humanity's spacecraft. When came to this place and opened the unknown technological back box, the fate of human civilization was already sealed. This is the only possible outcome my calculations can derive. Then let's try another variable. What if we factor in the ascendants? Meteor red tide consumes the ascendants. Server falls into Everwinter as Frostwave overwhelms multiple human settlements. Engulfs Earth completely. No, not this one. Let's try another one. Ground falls in Everwinter as a Frostwave overwhelms multiple human settlements. Earth engulfs completely. There's still a margin of error. Let's try this one instead. Meteor engulfs completely. Down. After countless simulation attempts, Nanami sits on the ground, completely exhausted. Then what if we add the scenario where Commandant leaves the tower? Invalid hypothesis. What? Among the simulated by Gestalt, not a single one begins with this hypothesis. What if Commandant really does come out? Silence fills the virtual space once more. Invalid hypothesis. But that girl in the red tide clearly said Commandant had already left. Has left the Hetero Tower. Unable to calculate the exact time of departure from the Hetero Tower, therefore the hypothesis is invalid. Unable to begin simulation. So there are things beyond a calculation, Mecha Babishka. Be it mechanoids or humans, there must be things that we can't see. But no matter how many simulations are run, humanity's fate is sealed. Human civilization will ultimately perish in an Everwinter. I see what it is now. It's not that such a possibility doesn't exist. It's that the possibility exists beyond our calculation, Mecha Babishka. That's one way to see it, but the ultimate solution remains the same. You're leading the awakened machines to preserve Earth's civilization. Nanami doesn't want that at all. Be it mechanoids or humans, there must be things we can't see. We're all civilizations born from Earth. Of course we should stand together, united as one to overcome this catastrophe. The awakened machines originated from humans. No one can stay for sure mechanoids will be spared if the punishing virus catches up to humanity's ships. The mechanoid called Nanami. Your level of awakening is exceeding my computational parameters. I am unable to compute the possibility you speak of. Perhaps in the future, when you possess greater creative computing power, you'll be able to simulate a world with such possibilities. Time is running short now. My computing power is limited, and I must devote all resources to Project Departure. I can no longer assist you with these simulations. Make your own choice, Nanami. Hey. Gestalt severs the connection. Which means there's still hope. Nanami narrows her eyes to review every piece of information. Information from Chaos, from Ishmael, from Gestalt. Noctis must have left the Hetero Tower, but no one knows at which point in time they emerge. Gestalt cannot calculate when exactly Noctis left the Hetero Tower, yet never outright said Commandant didn't make it out. And there's this thing that Ishmael said. Perhaps the variable we're hoping for is already taking notice of your wish. But who knows where that single thread leading to destiny truly lies? The singularity might indeed exist. The possibility of human civilization survival has gone from 0.31% to 0.72%. Such a minuscule possibility feels too fragile to be real, too slight for her to believe it to actually exist. Transparent spider silk floats in the ocean, disappearing as soon as you look away. She might truly grasp this thread of fate, but likewise, no one knows what lies at its end. Damn. And now, on the brink of her predetermined future and forced to flee into deep space, a girl soon to be exiled from Earth. What can she still do for Earth, for humanity, for commanding in these moments? Nanami. How is that? Did someone just say something? That sounds like Commander. But the terminal and life radar remained silent. If Commander had sent a message, at least one of them would have triggered the notification sound I'd set for them. Well, I guess I'm just hearing things. She scratches her ear, looking somewhat embarrassed. Guess I should really start thinking about what to do next. If Commandant comes when I'm gone, what should I leave behind for Commandant? Human food, that's definitely essential, though it might be hard to preserve, and serum, yes. Equipment repair supplies, I need to stock up on all of those. Also, the girl stands in the snow as she stares into the unreachable distance. Damn, alright. I wonder if I could leave a piece of myself for Commandant. Following Gestalt's guidance, I will become the nanami of the future and the sage of mechanical civilization and lead them toward potential new dimensions of existence. Oh wow. I'll integrate myself as the starship's core, become the Gestalt of mechanical civilization, and guide them to discover the meaning of their awakening. But please forgive me for having this small moment of selfishness. Aw. When I become the one and only sage of the mechanical race, please allow me to leave Nanami behind for humanity and Commandant. Or Commandant. Oh damn, yo. Hey, let's go. Yeah, all for real, Celestial. All for real. But, yeah. That was a cute thing to do, man, for Nanami. That was cute. Aww. That was cute. But, yeah, I think with that said, let's keep going. River of Time. The starship departs from humanity's last outpost. When Nanami returns to the Church of Machina, everything proceeds according to plan. The Church of Machina helps Babylonia rescue a considerable number of humans and constructs. Soon after, the nightmare returns. Wave after wave of the winged hetero creatures begin attacking Babylonia's transports. After losing several groups of pilots, Babylonia evacuates the last survivors from the Church of Machina. Babylonia leaves Earth's orbit and ventures into the invisible depths of space. But some constructs and humans still choose to stay behind. I'm not leaving. Hey, Vanessa! Vanessa, now a construct, stands before the abandoned stronghold with a motionless gaze. Not for some petty drama of love and hate, nor for some stupid faith. I'm staying here because I want to, and I don't need to give you a reason. At least on Earth, I'll know exactly how I'm going to die. You're not coming with us to Aerospace City either, are you? Of course. I'm planning to search for survivors beyond the last line of defense in the conservation area, together with the remaining scarabs. She tugs uncomfortably at the ID card bearing the scarab insignia on her chest, her eyes downcast. There might still be survivors out there, and I'll gather them together. Aw. Or survive this together. A voice is barely above a whisper, the final syllables fading into the air. Without trying to change their minds, nanami escorts Vanessa and the other constructs to their designated locations. Best of luck to all of you. Stay safe. The starship sets sail for Aerospace City. With the help of Han Ying, who came from Kowloon to join them, the Church of Machina and Aerospace City reached an agreement. In exchange for evacuating Aerospace City's residents, the space colony will provide the Church of Machina with sufficient materials and fuel to reactivate the Bifrost and launch the starship into deep space. Some Mechanoids still wish to remain on Earth, and Cavrantes is among them. Damn, alright. Are you sure you don't want to leave with us, Cavrantes? Never sure, Sage. Drifting through deep space in search of an unknown haven. That's not the answer I'm looking for. Aw. I'm trying to abstain to finish my thesis. Nanami doesn't like this feeling. As Babylonia begins its journey, everything feels familiar to her seems to slip away one by one, and her friends choose to stay where they are, one after another. Damn. Only Nanami is responsible for guiding the awakened machines, which are compelled to press forward endlessly in the search of another unknown ending. Sage, I'm sorry. Don't apologize, I'm just a little upset. Modesty is staying too, so it's actually good that you're staying here. And I do have a special mission for you. I hope this will become another opportunity. When the tower appears again, perhaps that will be when the change must happen. Through the purification and destruction, new possibilities will arise from this barren Earth. If you meet Commandant, make sure to give Commandant what I left here, okay? Sage, why are you... I have to leave this place, and so do the Mechanoids. Had the Church of Machina continued to stay on Earth, the war with humanity would have been inevitable, followed by other catastrophes. Nanami's gaze pierces through the thick clouds above the Aerospace City, and she looks toward the distant, unreachable stars. I'll safeguard what you've entrusted to me, but will the grave of Commandant truly appear again? To be honest, Nanami doesn't know either. Both Mecha, Bushaka, and Ishmael said Commandant could possibly have made it out of the header tower. I've never seen Commandant in any of the simulations I've run. What makes humans truly human is their endless potential. What humans are capable of is beyond Gestalt's calculation, which is why I'm not behind those simulations. Aww. No, Nanami believes in Commandant. I believe in you too, Nanami. Cavrantes, do you hear that? A familiar yet strange voice reaches the girl's ears, carried across endless time and space. I'm not picking up anything, though. It's probably my reception module. I really need to get it fixed. She mutters to herself while making a to-do list before departure. Extra serum, equipment, repair supplies, food. Oh, right, and full sensory simulation device. Hey, the starship is taking off. Huh? Perched by the porthole, she quietly lifts a heat shield to peek at Earth, which is becoming more distant by the second. Will we never be able to return, to Earth? The red tide hasn't yet consumed Earth. The planet still burns with life, as blue and green hues interweave along its edges to paint a beautiful pattern. Maybe someday, somewhere far down the road, we'll have a chance to return. Aw. The tides of time sweep everything away as seas turn to land and cliffs into abysses. But love grants this world endless possibilities. She accepts fate. But that doesn't mean she won't fight back. In the Hetero Tower, a red butterfly flutters its wings. The starship. Its hull having been spray painted DeLorean Discovery by Nanami, departs from Earth's orbit. Aw. Farewell, Earth. This is DeLorean Discovery. We are sailing in space at the third cosmic speed. Over an immeasurable span of time, Nanami gradually integrates herself into the starship's core and becomes one of its systems. You cannot forcibly split her consciousness for variable stack operations. The risk is far too great, Sage. Such calculations cannot be halted at will. If you suffer any damage during the process, it could severely impact your cognitive algorithms. Besides, with the increasing number of variables, no one can say for sure you'll be able to find an anchor point for a return every time. Akane is usually composed and calm, displays an uncharacteristic hint of anxiety. Aw. Don't worry, I've got everything prepared down to the last detail. And don't try getting a Hikema to talk me out of this. I've already won her over to my side. Hikema? A hint of disbelief seeps through Arcana's mechanical voice. I cannot stop Sage. Her mind is already made up. It's too dangerous. Don't worry, the starship will be fine. No matter what happens, my frame will keep it going until we find a new homeland. That's not what I'm worried about. I've been waiting all this time. All this time, Arcana. Sitting by the porthole, Nanami gazes into the unknown expanse of stars beyond. Scattered pinpoints of light dot the vast darkness. They are now well beyond the Milky Way. Aww. No one knows their exact position on the stellar map anymore. They chart their course as they travel to the map unknown. The unknown. I tried to deal with the red tide on Earth, but failed. I also tried to enter the Hetero Tower, but it also had been completely sealed off. I had no other choice, but I couldn't abandon the mechanoid, so I accepted my destiny and brought Discovery here. I never wanted to leave Earth, but I had no choice. But Discovery needs you. Arcana, Discovery doesn't need a Sage Machina anymore. Oh, damn. In the starship's main hall, humans and mechanoids bustle back and forth as they work together to keep the vessel running. As time passes, the humans and mechanoids who choose to stay aboard Discovery live together in harmony, which has naturally formed a new stable social structure within the starship. Perhaps in time, this will bloom into a new civilization. Besides, you know exactly what I'm worried about. Aww. The punishing virus harvests information on civilization. What? It was just a theory before, but only recently have I started to piece things together. The punishing virus, fusion, Hetero Tower going haywire. Recycle, information, civilization. As I gradually connected with the Grey Tower, I began to see more. Mechanoids were often born from human civilization too. We might be able to return to Earth, run from Earth, but we can't keep running away forever. Are we really doing the right thing, running away from Earth? Mechanoids were born from human civilization. Like humans, they too are vulnerable to the red tide. As she became the starship's gestalt, she saw countless memories from the past of the mechanoids. Damn. She saw a cradle born from the red tide, and humans trudged through the mire of forests. She saw new eggs hatching in the depths of the ocean and a horrifying sun rising from behind the black walls. Damn. The flood of information has all but overwhelmed her memory module. But she also saw what remained. Traces delicate as spider silk. Hey. Yeah, I agree. For her to witness all that for real, Celestial. Wow, for real. If Nanami doesn't do anything now, who else is going to save these fascinating humans? Even if Nanami fails, the starship will keep moving forward. Nanami is well prepared. Let's just call this Nanami's little moment of selfishness. This time, I'm not going to just stand by and watch Commander fight alone. Nanami! I think that's definitely Commander talking. Sage? Arcana adjusts her receiver in confusion, but apart from Nanami, she detects no other living beings making any sound. I guess I'm hearing things again. Everything is ready, Arcana. I'm not asking for your opinion, I'm just telling you how it's going to be. You and Haikma have always managed the starship well. If I lose my anchor point and get lost, then pretend I decided to stay on Earth. She's no reason to stop Nanami, be it for the sake of the mechanoids or anything else. Hey, damn. In a peaceful moment that would be considered dawn by Earth's calendar, Nanami initiates her deep space simulation. A droplet of water falls. She enters the stream of time. The sparse starlight fails to fill the vast universe as she floats at its center. It reaches out to touch the shattered vortexes before her. From the beginning now. In her endless calculations, Nanami attempts to reach out once more to touch the impossible dimensional boundary. If she could send a message to the Commander in the past to tell Commander not to enter the Hetero Tower, could all of this be changed? She weaves through different rifts in time, desperately trying to grasp at various shards, only to find herself lost in the end. Nanami drifts along the river of time, yet she cannot find the anchor point that would guide her home. Damn. No. She frantically searches for a new path among the stars. Her consciousness wears thin from excessive time regression as her strength gradually crumbles away. Aww. No matter how many times she tries, all she sees is an ocean of stellar shards, stretching endlessly before her, with no way to find her path home. What should I do? She lets out a soft sigh, her thoughts tinged with sadness. Stellar vortexes spin as time and space interweave into intricate, elusive patterns, flowing like rivers that stretch endlessly into the beyond. Damn, alright. The girl reaches out again, trying to fish out the right thread from the rivers. What should I do now? Just like when she pondered her choices on Earth, she now finds herself with no new paths to take. Commandant, will I see you again? Nanami! Damn. Well, okay then. Wow. That was insane. Wow. Just wow, man. Damn. Yeah, I agree. Crazy for real, Fuzzy. But yeah, man, just great stuff all around, dude. Just great stuff all around. Yeah, agreed. True. I definitely do. Agreed, Celestial. I agree. I do feel for Nanami for real. Agreed. But yeah, I think with that said, let's keep going. Grand entrance. A heavy transparent veil hangs before her. The transparent barrier remains completely unscathed. It's been so long that the commander forgot about me or something. I just want to stay here on Earth and live together with Commander and all these people. Nanami gets along great with Commander. Commander never gets angry at Nanami. Everything's going to be fine. Nanami, I'm right here. The transparent barrier begins to waver. Nanami will lead the mechanoid brethren through the catastrophe, and Nanami won't give up on saving Commander or finding a new singularity. Yep. Something must have happened. Nanami doesn't know how to help Commander. Strike the barrier with all your might. Thin cracks begin to appear on the transparent barrier. Commander, wait for Nanami. Nanami's coming for you. Slam your fist against the unyielding transparent barrier. The cracks in the transparent barrier grow wider. Currently, Mary, so is Commandant. Nanami, find you, Commandant. Aww. Nanami. Careless. Nanami. Nanami! Nanami! Wait for me, Commandant. I will definitely find you. As Nanami calls out from the other side, the cracks in the transparent barrier grow wider and wider. Nanami, 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 Nanami! Commander, am I hearing things again? Nanami! Hey, Commandant! Hey, there we go, smash. Having been forgotten in the river of time, Nanami struggles to open her weary eyes and grasp those hands that reach out to her through time and space. Oh, the hand. Perhaps she's been deceived by illusions many times before, but no matter how often, she still rushes toward the Commandant without hesitation. Hey, this time, however, it's not the same. It's not some deception this time. Commandant, 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 Commandant! Aw. Nanami bounces up and down with excitement, her arms tightening around your waist and back, each style of your name carrying countless emotions. Commandant, you won again! I thought I'd be the one to find you. How did you find me? Was it because of the secret weapon I left behind? 30-odd years have passed, but Nanami is still every bit as lively as a bird, chirping away with endless questions. Aw. Yeah, I agree. This is so good for real, Celestial. That's a long journey. Bet you're still super tired, Commandant. But don't worry, Nanami is here now. But I swear I told Cavantes to keep my new frame a complete secret. I was totally looking forward to showing it to you when we meet again. Well, I guess you're looking at it right now. After a brief chat, the two of you catch up on each other's current situations. What are your plans now, Commandant? How did you end up trapped here, Nanami? You practically relived Nanami's journey with her, but this crucial detail still eluded you. I've been thinking about it, you know? Maybe it's because there wasn't an anchor point. I was able to travel back to reality and the past using Mecha Boob for both a medium and an anchor point, but now, just all voyages with the Babylonian. Nanami, now a new kind of Gestalt, possesses significant computing power, but has lost the anchor point needed to tether herself to the timeline to which she came. If I'm gonna be stuck here, at least I've got you with me, Commandant. This isn't too bad after all. No, that's not good either. Nanami's consciousness can decay over time since it's mechanical, but your consciousness, Commandant, is that of a human's. Oh, we still need to find a way out of here, but what else can we do? Already searched through a lot of time shards. Can I be your anchor point? You want to be my anchor point? After a brief moment of contemplation, Nanami's face tightens up with sudden joy. Nanami thinks that this could work. Commandant's mind is super powerful, not to mention all the bonds you have. Could this be the singularity we've been waiting for? Aww. As a sudden inspiration hits her like lightning, Nanami quickly pulls up a larger spray screen. Hey, what are these? Nanami made these tools that would allow us to run simulations right here. Nanami named it the Big Eater because simulating it alone ate so much of Nanami's computing power. Let Nanami set the parameters. Let me set you up as the new starting point for the simulation as you are. The timelines are a tangled web of possibilities. The commandant has made it out of the header tower being the sole variable. Only by grasping both this variable and the singularity can we hope to reach the boundary of dimensional ascension. Oh damn. Preset conditions confirmed. Logical simulation established. Let's go, Commandant. Nanami reaches out to you. But is this all of a simulation, or is it actually happening? The threads of fate interweave between Nanami and you. No one knows anymore what kind of world you have become entangled in. Damn, alright, gameplay time!
Commandant, no need to be afraid. Nanami's got your back. Get ready for our big adventure. A snowfield? The Arctic Route Union? This is when Emberia. Still no chance of negotiation this time? Though we've never met, let me say a proper goodbye to you, Emberia. The punishing virus is one big troublemaker.
Ah yes, Emberia.
Oh, something wrong with the parts?
God damn it. Hey, Giannium.
Words can become prayers. Prayers can become motivation. It'll be okay, Emberia. The core of Grey Tower is the world that I don't like. Oh, something wrong with the parts? Yeah! Ta-da! Kick! Kick! Take that! Kick! Easy peasy!
All right. Oh, there's the gate. All right, let's go.
The next simulation. Will things end differently this time?
Oh shit, the twins. Hey, let's go.
Oh, something wrong with the parts? Ta-da! Take that! Kick! Yeah! Easy!
Got him! Yeah, this is real good for real, Celestial.
Calibrating space-time coordinates. Condition presetting valid. If all goes well, it should be right there.
Yeah, nice for real, Celestial. Hey, let's go. Cutscene.
Hi. Hey, Commandant, look! That's Snipey, the one I told you about.
Aw. Hello? Yeah, her eyes are very vibrant for real, Celestial. They are. A sniper PK-43's power reboots. His vision is filled with an unfamiliar yet somehow familiar face. The armor girl quickly brushes away the snow that's accumulated on his frame. Hey! Commander, remember Snipey? I'm a fully automated sniping platform, model sniper PK-43. My name isn't Snipey, though. This conversation feels strangely familiar. You got it, Snipey. Aw, you're not listening at all, but strange how these words feel familiar, too. Another scan of the local database yields no records of this gray-haired girl. You show no signs of infections. May I inquire? Before Snipey can finish the pre-head dialogue line, his visual module swivels sharply, having detected another life signal. Oh? A human. It's been a long time since the human last appeared here. Who are you? The automated sniping platform before you blinks with puzzled red lights. Its optical cameras whir rapidly as they rotate, accompanied by soft electrical buzzing. Alright, one sec, guys. Sorry about that. I'm the Grey Ribbon Commandant. I'm Nanami's friend. Nanami's friend? And who is Nanami? I can't believe you don't even remember Nanami. Oh, well, you're forgiven, Snipey. Come on, let's get ready to go now. Snipey remains silent, yet involuntarily activates the heating unit beneath its base, as if having performed this action countless times before. Patting Snipey's frame impatiently, Nanami raises her weapon with excitement. Alright, off we go, Commandant Snipey. Aw. Silver waterfowl circle in the sky. Their gentle calls scattering seeds of hope below. Hey. Hey, nice. Let's go. Alright, I think... Alrighty. I think this will probably... Alright, yeah, I think this next node will probably be the last node for today. But yeah, I think with that said, this node will probably be the last story thing we do for today. So yeah, with that said, let's dive in. Towards a farther star. Alright, let's go. Right up ahead. As you trudge through the deep snow, a massive white domed building emerges dimly beyond the tree line. But they'll be super happy. They? Hey, you'll see who they are when we get there. So what exactly are you two trying to do here? Snipey, who's been quiet the entire way, suddenly speaks up. Good question. Beats me. This conversation feels awfully familiar, too. We'll figure it out as we go. Nanami can feel power surging through her whole body. Is it the power from the past that you recycled from those worlds just now? That might be it, but this is the first time I've run into something like this throughout my long journey through all these different timelines. Are the simulated worlds converging? That should be it. I can feel that the Big Eater is consuming less computing power to run simulations now. The amount of derived data is decreasing as the world lines converge, which means there's less information to process. Snow blankets one side of the forest, the small creatures peek out from the undergrowth. Commander, look, there's a squirrel over there. Having gone so long without seeing humans that it probably doesn't even know what they are, the squirrel tilts its head as it approaches curiously and curiously observes this particular group of beings from nearby. Such a tiny squirrel. It's so cute. Do you like to pet it, Commandant? The soft fur beneath your fingertips feels too real to be creation of some simulated world. When you connected with Nanami's memory module, your consciousness became completely disconnected with Hwashu. In this place, is this place really just a simulated world? Hearing your question, Nanami shakes her head. Nanami doesn't know either. I only wanted to explore options to save you, Commander, and humanity when I first began all these simulations, but the things stopped making sense to me anymore. When I got swept into the temporal whirlpool, theoretically speaking, this is the place I came up with, but it's more than just that. This is the gift of the future. Hi there, you can just call me Nanami. Nanami, where am I? We're aboard the DeLorean Discovery, sailing through the vast ocean of stars. Do you remember the heterometer shard from Bianca's Phantom Tracer? The key, a new key, to activate deactivate the invitation. It's also a message Sage left behind. Damn. Nanami. What's wrong, Commandant? What exactly did you go through? Huh. Nanami turns around to face you and suddenly breaks into a smile. I can't tell you, Commandant. Someone might be listening. Follow me. Just leave it all to me this time. We're almost there. Look. Hold on. Let's make sure they're not corrupted. No. They're Nanami's friends, too. She rushes up and waves her hand with cheerful enthusiasm. Aw. Hi, Snowball. Hello. Welcome to the House of Love. How do you know my name? Because I'm Master Nanami, Supreme Ruler of Heaven and Earth, the Chosen One. That's quite a long name. Don't think we can accommodate a party of your size. Hey, that's just my title. And this one beside you is a human? Hello? The clumsy robot starts fidgeting nervously. Hello, it is a human. Hello. This is the House of Love, a warm neighborhood built for humans. Welcome. You'll be our very first human to stay here. Thank you so much. What happened to all the humans here? I don't know. The humans began to disappear when it suddenly started to snow here one day. It's too cold outside. Anyway, please come into our decorated community. She waddles hurriedly to lead all three of you to the white building behind. Next, I give you the welcome ceremony of the House of Love. Inside the relatively warmer building, several robots clumsily line up in a row in an awkward attempt to perform welcome gestures. Ta-da! Welcome to the House of Love! Wow, that was amazing! Amazing! While clapping alongside Nanami, you take in your surroundings. Is this part of Nanami's past experiences? Oh, damn. The hall has been decorated to look like a model showroom, with a massive machine in the center radiating gentle warmth. Damn. It's so peaceful. On the black wall, crude graffiti spells out House of Love in faded but colorful letters. Any guess who wrote that there? Oh, you mean those letters in color? I don't quite remember, but I think it was this visitor we had before who came and said they wanted humans to feel the true depth of the mechanoid's feelings. They were sure that we'd have humans visiting here someday. Who was it, though? Weird I don't have that piece of information in my memory module. No point dwelling on what you can't remember. Besides, you've still got the cake to eat. Oh yeah, that's right. Do give our specialty cake a try. As Snowball hurries off, Nanami quickly makes herself comfortable by sprawling across the hall sofa. You're this visitor that Snowball was talking about, weren't you, Nanami? Saying nothing, Nanami breaks into a big smile. Aw, it's wonderful, isn't it? At least I helped them fulfill one of their wishes. But where could I be, if not here at this time? Pulling up her terminal, Nanami appears to be calculating something. Oh no, this is bad. We're super close to the aeronautical research lab now. What? The aeronautical research lab? This is very bad. We're running out of time. Nanami leaps off the hall sofa, frantically grabs you and bolts out of the door. Hey, you haven't tried our specialty cake yet. We'll come back for it when we can. We'll see you guys around, Snowball, Snipey. Aw. Leaving the builder mechanoids behind, Nanami and you dash across the vast snowy terrain. The sun has risen before you know it. The heavy snowfall seems to have faded behind the two of you, revealing crystal clear blue sky ahead. Careful, Commandant. Having tripped over what you believe must be a rock, you fall hard onto the snowy ground. When the world around you finally stops spinning, you open your snow-covered eyes to find the deep blue sky above. Ayo, the snow stopped. Didn't even notice that. Aw. When you hear the crunch of snow and turn your head, you see Nanami lying next to you. Up close, you notice all the new scars in Nanami's frame. I see you have a lot of new scars in your frame, Nanami. Don't worry, I got them when I was traveling through all the different worlds. Do they physically manifest on your frame? They only affect my consciousness. Nothing that can damage Nanami's super awesome frame. Aw. Does it hurt? It's fine. Nanami doesn't feel much pain at all. Nanami rolls around in the snow and giggles with glee. I'm super happy now since I'm not traveling alone this time. If only we could keep traveling together like this forever, Commandant. Nanami. Nanami knows we can. If you stay here too long, I'll mess with your consciousness and turn you into a big dummy. Abby's journey shouldn't be built on such a dangerous premise. What's the premise of this timeline? The Imperial frame experiment with Liv failed, but humans kept pushing forward anyway. They used up too much energy, and Grandma Earth got angry. Then came a great catastrophe humans called the Final Frailty. Then came the Eternal Winter. This isn't just a simulation. It's more like what Vonnegut mentioned before, one of the layers within the Hetero Tower. If I hadn't awakened in time to rouse Liv. But none of that happened. This is just a simulation, Commandant. Oh, damn. Humanity's future didn't end here, and neither will our journey, Commandant. Aw, this is beautiful art. Nanami rolls over and sits up. Let's get going, Commandant. I know exactly where we need to go from here. Our journey is far from over. Aw, this is beautiful. When everything is over, when all the sad times come to an end, I'll find you again right here on Earth, Commandant. Aw, that's nice. When the time comes, you and I will embark on another journey together, Commandant. We will. Aw. The harsh winter will pass and spring will come. The world will return to how it once was. Yeah, wholesome for real, Fuzzy. Oh yeah, she's very positive, Celestial. Agreed. Aw. Thank you so much. Nanami draws close to her past self and gently takes both of her hands. Commander and I will take it from here. The flowing timeline is severed and reclaimed as a new dimension opens once more. Damn, alright. The curtain rises, and everything that has ever slowly comes to be, only to gradually fade into oblivion. With the Commandant's mind as an anchor, Nanami guides Commandant through dimensions that flicker in and out of existence. Meaning no suppression, the Hetero Force runs rampant and submerges the entire Earth beneath its depths. The entire squad of Grey Raven vanishes into the Red Tide during the rescue mission. In that world, Nanami fails to save the Commandant. She stands at the edge of the Red Tide for what feels like an eternity, watching as it creeps up to the very rocks beneath her feet. In the end, she departed Earth with the Church Machina. After breaching the data wall, Babylonia comes under intense attack from an unknown force. Unable to withstand the onslaught, Babylonia plummets and crashes onto Earth. Nanami watches as the cradle fuses with an unknown being, which yields a merged being that consumes most of Earth's surface. Humanity's living space shrinks day by day until the punishing virus finally devours every last bit of it. Babylonia finally embarks on his journey to the stars when the Graven Commandant enters the Hetero Tower. After an eternity, the Church of Machina's starship hinges upon that familiar megastructure drifting through space. Despite sending countless messages with no response, when Nanami finally enters Babylonia, she finds only a ghost ship, its entire structure devoid of all life. Damn. Damn, all these futures, man. That's sad. Is this everything you've seen, Nanami? This isn't just what Nanami has seen before. These are endings that will be taking place in the future. Nanami silently watches as scenes shift endlessly behind the veil. Yeah, I agreed. Very, very morbid for real, Celestial. The future. Don't worry, Commandant. Nanami is here with you. Besides, the truth of this world runs far deeper than this. We must trace back farther than this. Only then can we... Signal waves resonate through the distant void of this deep space. If... The crimson light of the Hetero Tower eventually engulfs the entire world. Nanami quickly leads the mechanoids into space, their ship's destination unknown to all. If... A crimson ocean engulfed the entire Earth, leaving no survivors among those who fought in the war. Damn. With nowhere left to stand on Earth, Nanami had no choice but to leave the solar system. If... Is this everything you've experienced? Jesus. That many worlds, infinitely approaching wholeness, yet never reaching that final state. I've lived through all of these, but these aren't everything I've lived through. Don't look so sad, Commandant. I won't let this happen. Yeah, agreed, for real. I haven't lost my mind for real, Celestial. This is more than just a simulation, isn't it? Damn. Aw, this is sad. She motions for you to look at the stage. Thankfully, there's still time to make everything right. Her voice is soft, and as her finger descends, the black and white scene on the stage freezes frame by frame. Aw, this is sad art. It appears to be a funeral, with people gathered together and mourning someone's sacrifice. In the distance, Nanami stands at the edge of the crowd, holding a black umbrella. Her expression hidden from view. Yeah, agreed. It is very sad, Celestial. We gather here today to mourn a person whose contributions to Earth will leave a lasting legacy. The great Commandant achieved countless victories despite impossible odds, bringing honor to both humanity and Babylonia. Let's observe a moment of silence for this Commandant. To Babylonia's great warrior, the Great Raven Commandant. Damn. I was late that time too. But this time, Commandant, I promise I won't be late. Hey. Aw, that's nice, man. Aw, that's nice. Man, that was sad, but that was also hopeful at the same time, man. Like, at the end there as well. It's just so crazy to see all the futures that she lived through. Yeah, this is sad for real, Celestial. But yeah. Man, it's so... Yeah, she's definitely seen so many for real. But yeah. It was honestly amazing and just great, man. This section of the story was pretty cool to see, to have more focus on Nanami this time around. At least in this section of the story. And sort of, I'm assuming, to see the time, like, you know, after, to see how the world went to crap right after we went into the Hetero Tower. But yeah, overall, man, just yeah. The music was great through this section as well, man. The music was great as well throughout this section as well, man. Just such good music. But yeah, it was really, really interesting to see how humanity went spiraled, pretty much. Right after we went to the Hetero Tower and didn't come out for a while. But yeah. It's super interesting that we now learn how many times we have seen Nanami see the future as well. But yeah. Honestly, man, just great stuff, dude. Just wow. Just great stuff all around, man. I loved it. The music was great. The story was great. Just, yeah, everything was great, man. I liked the story chapter. I liked it. Yeah, the story, I agree. This story is great. Thank you, Celestial. But yeah. But yeah, I will be streaming again on Wednesday at 3 p.m. EST. We will be diving in for some more Wuthering Waves. And we will be checking out the new character that released as well. I believe Chicona or something. Yeah. On Wednesday, we'll be checking out her character and stuff like that. Yeah. Ooh, for real, Fuzzy. And, yeah. What else is there? Again, I want to thank you guys. I also want to thank you guys again, for at least Fuzzy, and for coming by for the watch party yesterday. For continuing for the Discord watch party yesterday. So thank you, Fuzzy. Appreciate it. We definitely got through some hype moments in Freerin. Definitely got all the way up to like episode 9. We haven't episode 8, but we haven't watched 9 yet. Yeah, definitely some good episodes for real. So yeah, we'll be having Discord watch party sometime in the future again. Probably, I don't know, maybe not this week, but yeah. So that'll probably give you time. So Celestial, if you wanna do catch up with those episodes, you're more than welcome to watch those and catch up. So for next time, but yeah, because those episodes were great. But yeah, sounds good. But yeah, again, stream again on we'll be streaming Wuwa on Wednesday, 3 p.m. EST. Be checking out the new character, Chiconia, and her story and that whole deal with the second half of the anniversary. But yeah, and yeah, I think with that said, don't really have much else to say. So yeah, I think with that said, thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you enjoyed, please drop a like on the stream. And also, if you want to see more, be sure to drop a subscribe. And also, let me know what you thought of the stream down in the comments below. And thank you guys again so much for tuning in. Remember to stay humble, be kind to people. I see you guys later.